game we're just picking up on is Alicia Ormsby, Yorkshire Merit winner, against Debbie Waters, the North Langston Fylde Merit winner. Joining me here, Andrew, I think Alicia just a few in front at the moment, 15-13, I can see on the screen. It's been a good game, this one, what we've seen.
Yeah, what we've seen's been tremendous. I've seen quite a lot of these two over the season. Alicia plays in the same county team as my significant other half, Karen. So I've got to see a lot of Alicia. Seen Debbie play a few times. She was very impressive in a first round game. She played a short mark across the middle of the green, put them close, similar to the sort of mark she's playing now, but going in the other direction. Alicia, I'm trying to think of some kind words for her first game. It wasn't good, to be perfectly honest with you. I can't say anything too nice about it. There was some very poor bowling, and she scrambled home in the end. That's all that matters, I suppose. But she's up to game in this match, and she's playing a lot better.
Well, at the moment, Debbie's line 2, but this pink bowl, Alicia's, looks like she's winning, Andrew.
Oh, that's a real good ball. Real good ball.
And Debbie's still looking around, but sure the pink one's in. Or is it?
Well, giving it a good quarter looking at. I'm sure it'll be a measure.
They don't give a lot away, the ladies.
No, absolutely not.
Well, we're having another look. They're not going to get any closer the longer you look at them.
Been a bit more sedate today as opposed to yesterday. As you can imagine, there's not as many of the ladies running after balls, etc. You won't see any Callum-like shenanigans from any of these. So.
Well, I'd like to see Tracy running around the green with them, chasing the balls up.
Well,
I'm sure Callum give us some tips.
Oh.
Ah.
Debbie's in.
Debbie's son Dave's here on the terracing as well. He's biting his fingernails for his mum.
His son? Thought there was brother and sister looking at him.
Oh, she's got a good lead here again. Ball Debbie.
Yeah, she played these short marks very well today. It must be worrying for David. I'm sure a lot of bowlers out there know David Waters' name, probably know him very well. It's a shame that he's no longer even the best player in his own house anymore. I'm sure he'll take that in the spirit it's meant.
That's a good ball of Alicia's.
Yeah. She has really raised the game in this match. Great effort. Oh, has it done enough? Can't just tell from that shot. Alicia wants to know who's in before she sends a ball. I decided to take the single. Won him the jack.
Well, that's sensible.
Yeah.
Only needed to turn Debbie's bowl. Just to keep everyone up to date, there's 4 players through to the quarterfinals at the moment. Ronnie Lyons will be playing Nicola Bolton. Tracy Wraight will be playing Melissa Herbert.
A decent top half, that.
She's taken a long time delivering this.
Yeah, she tends to play a little bit longer than Debbie. As I say, watched her 3 or 4 times this year in county games. 3/4 corner marks. Tends to put a Those pink balls quite close. Decent road. Not so bad.
Yeah, she come back because Debbie had a little bit of a lead early on, Andrew, didn't she?
Yeah, she carried on from where she left off in her first round game, playing very well. And it was looking a bit dark for Alicia, but she's dug in, got back in front. She was just asking her son how far through she'd gone. Alicia's overcorrected. Made another though, I think. Equidistant.
Well, smack in the road.
Yeah, just got to pass that first ball either side, anywhere near a length. Needs to run. Oh dear. Seen a lot of that today, Mel, overcorrecting. I don't know if the green's just holding a bit or what, but the green, it looks lovely. The surface looks almost perfect. Doesn't look too dissimilar to how it was playing yesterday.
Well, it looks like two, but Debbie's having another look around. Yeah, conceded the end. There's been some good games early today.
Yeah, there was one that stood out for me was the Janet Hargreaves-Melisa Herbert game. Everyone expected Melisa to win fairly comfy, but it was a 21-20 thriller. Some good balls played in that.
And you was also impressed now with Mary Alderson from the Isle of Man. She played really well, didn't she, Andrew? You know, she beat Sarah Fletcher, a good game. Just failed against Ronnie Lyons, but she looks a good player, doesn't she?
Mary, good player from the Isle of Man. Interesting delivery. We usually expect these Isle of Man bowlers to have silky smooth deliveries. Mary was a little bit more of the send them from the knee type, but they still ended up near the jack, so it don't really matter how you send them, does it?
No, I'll say the Isle of Man people, actually the men and the ladies, have done quite well. We've seen David Bradford over here and John Kennish both on TV playing well. And today Mary did well, although she's gone out. And John Kennish's sister as well, she went out into the early 21-19 to Nicola Bolton.
Well, Alicia's put this right down the throat of that jack, just too far to peg at the death, but there's still a bit of room for Debbie. Nice easy delivery. All she needs is a length and it should win it, even though it's tight.
It's going, is it?
It's going.
On the picture, the monitor looks like it's gone out.
Yeah, it has.
19-14.
No reason for it to change. Stick to the 3/4 corners.
Come at it, the other boys this time.
Probably just fancied a change. A little bit harder coming in thumb peg. Quite a shallow mark. Not so bad though. Good ball.
Yeah, Alicia's just improved as the game's gone on, hasn't she, Andrew?
Yeah, she has. I think she'd be the first to admit she struggled in her first game, but doesn't really matter how close you get them, as long as you get the 21, and she's just improved every ball since, really. Started off the game quite slowly, but picked up. Needs to stop. Gonna go out. Big chance to miss there.
Yeah, should have made a pair. Oh, Debbie's further with this one.
Yeah, it'll go out if it misses. Good attack. Gave it a chance. It's one of the main differences I've seen between the men's and ladies game. I'm generalising here, so please don't think I'm having a go at anyone in particular. The ladies tend to try and play the perfect ball, you know, try to beat 6-inch balls with front touches and things like that, whereas the men tend to play through a bit more, give the balls more of a chance.
Yeah, I agree with it. We've seen 1 or 2 short balls that haven't been lying 2 down or 1 down, as the case may be. We saw it at the last end of Katrina Earl, didn't we, against Sarah Clarke.
Yeah, it's just a case of giving the ball a chance, and if you play short, you haven't given it any chance, really. I think it's difficult to pin all your hopes on a perfect ball. Well, she's roaded this to death. If it runs an inch, it's a real one. Good ball. It was certainly a better lead than one of her first game. I think the nearest ball was 4 yard off for the last end of her last game. So
when Debbie just looks inside.
Yeah.
Well, at least Debbie give it a chance, that's for sure.
Yeah, past the jack. She's got a chance with a second ball now. I mean, really, I'd have wanted one round the back just in case she does move the jack, but that's stopped in a decent spot, bang in front on the road. Well, she's attacked it. She's gone inside with pace. Got a peg though. Got a peg. Just missed it.
Yep, that's it. Alicia Ormsby through to the last 8 with a 21-14 victory over Debbie Waters. She seemed quite impressive as the game went on.
Yeah, like I said, a slow start, but certainly finished the better of the two. Looked like Debbie was going to get back in front, but Alicia found a real good ball at I think it was 14-15, and then she's just comfortably run out there. Some decent bowling at the finish.
Yep. We've had a request about the results, so now Andy's going to read out all the results from the morning's play.
Thanks, Mel. Okay, first round games. Mary Alderson 21, Sarah Fletcher 19, Jan Prattley 10, Veronica Lyon 21, Elaine Moore 18, Nicola Bolton 21, Rachel Fish 17, Lindsay Gorman 21, Tracy Wraight 21, Linda Williams 17, Carol Gunter 21, Wendy Jackson 17, Tracy Ryan 21, Alma Cornthwaite 16, Jeanette Hargreaves 20, Melisa Herbert 21, Emma Thornton 19, Alicia Ormsby 21, Samantha Murray 11, Deborah Waters 21, Lynn Baghurst 21, Joan Lewis 8, Rachel Bennett 11, Carol Verdon 21, Natalie Connor 13, Karen Gant 21, Chris Davis 21, Susan Palin 16, Sarah Hay 21, Kath Davis 2, Katrina Earl 19, Sarah Clarke 21. Second round results. Mary Alderson 18, Veronica Lyon 21, Nicola Bolton 21, Lindsay Gorman 20, Tracy Wraight 21, Carol Gunter 10, Tracy Ryan 14, Melisa Herbert 21, Alicia Ormsby 21, Debbie Waters 14, And the last of the second round games so far, Lynn Baghurst 21, Carol Verdon 7.
Okay, thanks for that, Andy. Or James Alexander Gordon, who we now renamed you. We're going to be picking up the next game in a moment. Those two ladies there, number 29, Sarah Hay, representing the Welsh Merit, and Sarah Clarke, who put out the favourite, Katrina Earl, in the previous round. Sarah is qualified through winning the Cynthia Tong Memorial Competition. And the score lies at the moment, it's the Welsh lady, 14-6 ahead. Sarah played really well. You just read the score out first game. Sarah Hay, 21-2 victory, looked very impressive. And she's carried on where she left off. She played really well.
Yeah, she did. She's unlucky just to miss out, really. She's a very, very good player, Sarah. I've seen her a few times this season. Always impressed. Very steady bowler. Looks the part. Plays the game well. Decent player.
And Sarah Clarke, we saw her against Katrina Earl. Played well in the corners, but Sarah Hay has just chopped her down across the green here. Give this one a chance. The gap.
Hard lines. Right, saw the ball. Yeah, it was a funny game, that one with Katrina. All eyes were on it, really. The favourites. Katrina playing Sarah, both very good players. And it ended up a battle of the corners. Quite a strange game, really. Katrina took Sarah in the corners. Sarah eventually got in and took her straight back, and they never came out again.
There is one other second round game on the green at the minute, which is Karen Gant. She leads Chris Davis 14-9.
Sarah Hay, she plays at a club I played a county game on many, many years ago, Suckden, in Welsh Wales.
You pronounced it correctly.
I have pronounced it correctly. She's written it down phonetically for me, which helps. A very interesting green from memory.
Good shot of Sarah's ball coming across. Nice two.
Plenty of gaps for Sarah Clarke to go through here. She's give this a bit to do. It'll come a bit on a length, but we'll have to do a lot of pegging sharp.
Two more. It's turning into a runaway, 18-6.
Yeah, she's playing very well. Is Sarah the Hay? Former ladies British champion. Takes a bit of doing. Something we'll never win, Mel, anyway. I know that.
You never know.
Well,
what do you mean, the ladies?
Yeah.
The ladies.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You might win it. I would never get in. 3 times Welsh ladies merit winner too. So.
She's played well across the green here.
Yeah, that's probably the worst ball she's played of the game, actually. That lead. Giving Sarah Clarke a bit of room. Needs to miss that ball. Just running the back of it. It's won it, but I don't think it'll be good enough to count.
Certainly further. Good ball again. She's really played well across this mark.
Yeah. Well, similar. Oh, she's gone for it. Turned over and gone for gold. Hit something. Good hit. Yeah, well stopped, referee.
You were saying earlier you've been quite impressed with the standard refereeing here today. The ladies referees have done a good job so far, haven't they?
I think you were talking to somebody else, Mel, when that got said. I'm not sure who said that to you, Mel, I'll be honest with you. It certainly wasn't me. I actually had a word with Evelyn Hastings earlier. I said I'd be very kind today, but I'm finding it difficult.
Well, Sarah back. She's not going to change the mark. You could say she's been making hay across this.
Oh, that's dreadful. Oh, Mel, please. It might work on ITV4, but this is Glog gig now. Both playing with £2 8-ounce bowls. The only difference is Sarah Hayes are Apollo, so they are the low density variety and will run a little bit better than Sarah Clarke's, but both made by the same bowls manufacturer, Drake's Pride.
Well, can she miss that?
Needs to just finish, yeah. Gone in.
Just checking with the referee.
Now then, Sarah. Now then, Sarah. What a good ball this is. Look at that, just finish there. Just trailed on. Good ball.
And the danger that Sarah Clarke's got here is promoting the short one, because if she does...
Yeah. Well, she's got, unfortunately, at this late stage, she's got to have a go. And just pushed it too far. Another single.
19. Well, Sarah Clarke's got to be disappointed with this, isn't she, after doing so well to defeat Katrina Earl. It's really opened the competition up, that result, isn't it?
It opened the bottom half up immensely. It just shows how many times you see it, the favourite gets beat and the favourite slayer goes out the next game. It happens on a regular occasion. It's almost like they can't keep that performance up. But she's not giving Sarah Clarke a lot of room, to be honest.
Too big with this one. The other game on the green as well is Karen Gant 19, Chris Davis 9.
Another runaway game. So it's actually I was a bit concerned that we weren't going to be finished till very late today. The first round seemed to take forever, and this second round's been over in a flash.
Well, that looks like it. No, one.
Just the one.
Another life for Sarah Clarke.
Well, it's a long way back.
And we have a result there. Karen Gant has just won 21-9 over Chris Davis. Karen Gant, who's through it last out, won the Ladies All England. I'm sure you've seen something of her, Andrew.
Yeah, again, Karen plays for Yorkshire, same team as Karen. She plays in the home team. She seems to win the averages every year for Yorkshire. I mean, I'm sure she doesn't, but she seems to do, and she just plays simple marks very well. And we've seen over the last few weeks, Callum and Greg Smith. That's sometimes all you have to do. Play some simple marks very well, and it can win you the biggest prizes in the game. I think she upset the apple cart a little bit by winning the All England. She wasn't fancied to win that, but she did brilliantly to win on that day.
Oh, Sarah Hay lies up here. Nearly done it.
She has done it.
Yeah, good ball.
Yeah. Chanced everything on playing a perfect ball, and she did it. There was a little bit of room. Probably looked like plenty of gaps. Now then, Sarah. Long way back.
And she's obviously going to chance her arm in the corners, Andrew.
Yeah, she's got to do. She has to break up Sarah Hay's length, either going very short or very long, and she's gone for the very long, but she's played a poor lead. 3, possibly 4 yards overplayed. Gives Sarah Hayes far too much room here. She hasn't stepped in, she hasn't taken advantage. She's won the end with that ball, but surely it won't be near enough to count. This is taking forever to bend. I'm not sure it ever will. She's hung it out. Not sure off that shot. Yeah, Sarah Hay won. What a poor end to finish with. But Sarah Hay won't mind. Comfortable 21-7 victory over Sarah Clarke. Moves her into the last 8.
Where's your plate, Karen Gant? So just run through the quarter-final. I think there's going to be a short break. Ronnie Lyon will play Nicola Bolton, Tracy Wraight versus Melissa Herbert, Alicia Ormsby versus Lynn Baghurst, and Karen Gant versus Sarah Hay. They've had a measure.
They're measuring. The signal that she was in on the side, and she's picked the mat up, but maybe some controversy if she's not in. Well, they're measuring Sarah Hay's ball first. It'd be interesting to see what they've dropped the measures, and so all going silly. Redo it. It's only for game. Oh, try again. Yeah, only 4 inch in it.
That's it. And now I think we're just going to go to a brief commercial break. The quarterfinals, I believe, are going to start in the next 5 minutes or so, and we'll be back with all the action. Well, I've come down greenside here with the hero from yesterday, Callum, sitting here. Change of circumstances there, Callum. Yesterday your mum was biting her nails for you. Now to reverse, your mum's in the last 8.
Yeah, I can't believe it really, Mel. Obviously mum's never been in the Champions before today, but she's played really well so far. First 2 games, she's knocked out the reigning Waterloo champion from a couple of weeks ago, Linda Williams, and she played really well first game. So if she plays like that, then she can win it, you know. I'm a bit nervous because I think that she's got a good chance, to be honest. So we'll see how things go.
We made a comment up there that she's probably the best player in your household at the moment.
Well, that's no doubt. There's never been in any danger, that one. You know, she's a far better player than me and Richie. So yeah, no, she's playing well, and she's just enjoying the day. She's never been in a situation like this before. She had a fantastic day to win the Isle of Man earlier on in the year, and she's carried it on today so far. And she's just going to enjoy herself now against Malaysia and get stuck in, give it the best shot. That's all she can do, isn't it?
Yeah, you just mentioned her opponent, Melissa Herbert. It's a tough game for your mum.
Oh, it's very tough. Yeah, Malaysia's one of the top 3 or 4 players in the ladies' game. Always in these kind of situations. It's a new thing for my mum. You'd have to make her a very, very strong, firm favourite to beat my mum, but you never know. Every dog has his day, don't they? So.
Okay, just reflecting back to yesterday, it was quite an emotional day for you, wasn't it, Callum?
Yeah, I mean absolutely everything, Mel. It's the last sort of 10 years of real hard work and effort I've put into this game. I've made this game my life, really, the last 10 years. Travelling, and usually, as you know, how much of a commitment and effort it is, travelling up and down the country weekend after weekend for 6 months, playing in tournaments. And you do it because of days like yesterday. You want to try and win an All England or a champion. So, yeah, to obviously reach that dream yesterday, it just hit home a bit late. I was a bit emotional after it because it meant absolutely everything to me. So yeah.
We were talking probably less than 2 weeks ago. You haven't even qualified for the championships, and you're trying to get through. You just had a couple of opportunities, and you just made it last minute.
I'll be honest, Mel. I've had the worst season in my life up until about 6 or 7 weeks ago. I've had the bowls I've played with the whole of my career. I had them sort of messed about with, and I had to jack them in and try a new set, and I must have gone through about 20-25 sets first half of the season. And then my girlfriend went on Facebook, and because she couldn't, I was causing her havoc at home. She was getting real annoyed at me how upset I was getting because I was struggling. And she went on Facebook and advertised, anyone got any of my old bowls, like, you know. Kevin Shaw got back to us on Facebook and said, I've got a set that I used to play with in the 90s, and it'd be no good to me. If Callum wants them, he can have them. And they were, as soon as I put them in my hand, they were just like my old bowls. I thought, that's just what. And the last 5-6 weeks, I've gone from straight away, just click with them. And I've won, before yesterday, I won 4 tournaments and lost in the final of the Talbot as well, just in the last 5 weeks. And then obviously once I was in form, you know. But if you've got that confidence and belief, you know, in your tools, you can do anything, can't you? So, you know.
Yeah, so yeah, well done for that. Your mum's just started, so we're going to be picking up on that shortly. But winning that now, I mean, you'll be the first to admit the Waterloo's not been your favourite green. What was it that just turned it around yesterday?
I could only put it down to 2 things. One is confidence, and because of how well I've been playing the last few weeks. When you bring big tournaments like I won Wharton Cons and Brighouse to get in here the last couple of weeks, and beating Gary in the final of Wharton Cons and Graham in the final of Brighouse on greens that they love. If you can beat those two in finals as well on those greens, and then you can beat anybody on any green. So confidence coming in with out of my recent form. And then the other thing as well, I did say yesterday when I spoke to Lynn after the final, I watched Greg a little bit last week. I was working, I didn't have a chance to come up and watch the Waterloo, unfortunately, but I did watch it on telly. And I realised, having watching Greg, my main problem on here is without realising it, because I get involved with how big the green is, I'm sending the jack too far. I'm playing 25, 26 metres as opposed to my normal 20-metre game. And it looks that, you know, and I'm watching Greg play last week and thinking, that's never a mark, and it was 19-3, 19... I thought, that's what I'm going wrong, and I came on here Friday at 31 up, and I picked a mark out straight away against Simon, and you know, I just clicked on it, and like I said, I'm watching Greg play it, I thought, I can play the marks just as equally as well as Greg can, and we've got a both sort of similar sort of game, haven't we, you know, and I've sort of copied and pasted what Greg's done, really, and applied it to my own game, and it's worked out brilliant yesterday, hasn't it? So, you know, everyone has their day. It was my day yesterday, and I played brilliant. So, I'm just chuffed and over the moon, Mel, to be fair. Absolutely made up.
So it sounds like you need to have to buy a pint for Kevin Shaw and Greg Smith for helping you.
I think those two, yeah, I owe them a few beers, to be honest, yeah. I've been not stop thanking Kevin the last few weeks. You know, I've been having obviously good runs and good performances after one another. So I've been in contact with Kevin, thanking him endlessly for all he's done, really, for just saving my bowls career in a way. I had a lovely text off him again yesterday, you know, and loads of family and friends that have texted from home, you know, saying good luck messages, but then obviously well done as well. It was really nice, that was. And yeah, probably owe Greg a drink as well after watching him last week. So yeah, it was brilliant. It was a real fantastic day, and obviously you know personally how much it means to me, because I put everything in, and I'm an emotional lad, and I wear my heart on my sleeve, and probably show me feelings, you know, as I am. I'm a bit of a character, but the crowd seemed to enjoy it yesterday, didn't they? And that's what it's all about. So,
I mean, you struck so much into that, 5 games, chasing all your bowls and everything. You obviously must spend a lot of time in the gym keeping fit for this.
As you can see, to be fair, Mel, as you can see by my physical appearance, you know, I do work out a lot. So yeah, no, I'm you know, looking at me, you wouldn't think I'm that fit, but I am actually, you know, the fitness isn't too bad. Well, it can't be to run around for like a lunatic for 5 games like I did yesterday and still be pretty okay. I was a little bit tired last night, I'm not going to lie to you, but yeah. Well, I put it down to plenty of bacon sandwiches and chicken roast dinners. So there you go.
Okay, final thing. You won the All England, but what was it like compared to winning here at the Wembley Bowls in front of such a massive crowd?
Yeah, that's a difficult one, Mel. To be honest, yesterday was brilliant, and obviously meant the world that when you're growing up, you want to win certain competitions. I've always wanted to win the Shropshire Merit, obviously, because it's prestige-wise, and the three main tournaments, which are the Waterloo, the Champions, and the All England. Obviously, two of those are on this green, so I always thought it was going to be a bit of a stumbling block. So obviously, to win, I've won two of those now. And what does it compare to, like, to winning the All England? That's difficult, really, because as far as I'm concerned, the day I won the All England is the greatest day of my bowls career and ever will be. I don't think I'll ever play like I did that day ever again. I played brilliant yesterday, but I was nowhere near like I was when I won the All England, and winning the All England really has probably made me what the player I am today, because it gave me the confidence to go on and do what I've done the last 6-7 years. So it's difficult. It's hard to compare them, but yesterday was special and meant an awful lot. So yeah.
Well, you certainly entertained everybody yesterday, Callum. I'm sure everybody here and watching it as well was delighted to see. And it's good to see yourself and Greg, we saw recently on TV. Good for the sport to see a couple of young men promoting our game.
I couldn't agree with you more, to be honest. I think that's what our sports needs, really. You know, a few more characters, and definitely, obviously, the younger element coming through. And you've seen what the standards are like down in the Midlands at the minute with the youngsters. I mean, the talent down there, especially in Birmingham, is tremendous. We've got an awful lot of talent in Shropshire as well, to be fair. And the game of bowls is thriving in the Midlands at the minute. It really, really is good. It's competitive, and it looks good for the future, to be fair. Going back to the crowd thing, it was good, wasn't it? A good atmosphere yesterday, and it's something like that I think that needs to be sort of progressed onto TV and come across like that, because a neutral yesterday who'd never really seen anything to do with bowls probably would have watched that. And I'm not saying it because it was me, but whoever it was, the atmosphere it was created, they would have watched that and thought, I can watch this. This is brilliant. I love this sport. And so it's what we need. Need to get something like that on TV.
Okay, well done. I know you're keen to follow your mum, so thanks for sparing us time and for entertaining us all yesterday. Well done, mate. Okay, so we're going to go to a short break, and then we're going to pick up on Tracy Wraight against Melissa Herbert, and I'm sure Callum is going to be very keen to watch this. Okay, back to the action. Melissa Herbert versus Tracy Wraight. You've watched the early start of this game. How's it commenced, Andrew?
Well, it's been a little bit of one-way traffic so far. Melissa playing very well across the middle, putting them very close. Tracy's not playing as well as she did in the first two rounds, playing a lot of short first bowls and then overcorrecting with a second, as we've just seen. It's like I say, one-way traffic at the moment.
And as you said earlier, Melissa, she scrambled through her first game. Looks to hit a nice length this time.
Yeah, well, in all honesty, she should have gone out of the first round game. Jeanette Hargreaves, she played very, very well indeed. Didn't give Melissa a lot of room, and she just scrambled out. Tracy's been very impressive. Got past the Waterloo winner, Linda Williams. Took her three-quarter corners and put them close. And then she played a lady I didn't know, Carol Gunter from Cheshire, and she had quite an easy win, 21-10. But it's certainly Melissa who started the better. She's played some good bowls already.
All four quarterfinals are now on the green, all in the early stages. I mean, you look at the last 8, you're probably going to pick Melissa as favourite now for the bookmaker here.
Yeah, we've unfortunately no booker here today, so we can't keep you updated with any odds. But looking in the top half, you'd say that Melissa's definitely favourite. Looking at the bottom half, you can't look past Sarah Hay, really, the way she's been playing. And you'd go for a Herbert Hay final, but a lot of bowls to be played yet, and I'm sure that there's 6 other bowlers on the green wanting to make sure that doesn't happen.
Well, Melissa's here again. Good bowl.
Yeah, she's hit a length straight away. Nice down at green level. There's no moisture on the green now, that's all gone. There's a slight breeze keeping you cool. But there's a lovely sun on your back. Nice to play. Another good ball, playing very well. She should be attacking these, I think. Tracy's just asking Callum what shot he'd play.
I think we know what Callum would play.
I think he'd play it 3,000 yards over. Well, she's not played over, she's changed a peg. Got an eye on the finger bias. Narrow to far. Apart from that, it wasn't bad.
2 more, 11. So for Tracy, she's played so well, really.
Well, yes, she has. Maybe it's just a game too far for you. I mean, it's still fairly early days. It's not 11 up, is it? But it's beginning to look a bit dark, that's for sure. Eliza won't be changing. There's no need to. Again, a bit of a nothing mark. We've seemed to say that quite a bit over the last few weeks.
Yeah, Greg, Callum and Melissa are all playing the similar part of the green. Maybe you and me should be practicing this pick, Andrew. Might be where we've been going wrong.
Well, whenever I go on it, I get everything licked. I can put them inside Jack and not count.
Looking at a couple of the games started. Ronnie Lyons and Nicola Bolton, 5 across at the moment. Lynn Baghurst, 5-3, leads Alicia Ormsby.
Seen that a lot from Tracy in this game, dropping that first ball short, not giving it a chance. Maliza's playing really well. Found the length, found the line. Now then, Tracy, you're further. Are you on a road? No.
2 more, 13.
And the odds on a Wraight double are getting bigger by the second.
You didn't catch the little interview, did you, with Callum just?
Unfortunately, I was busy watching the game like you asked me to, Mel.
Yeah, spoke very well. He was saying his tribulations he'd had with his bowls into the last 4 or 5 weeks, and that in the end he went on Facebook or whatever to try and advertise for some of the same as his original bowls, and thankfully Kevin Shaw had a pair, and it's been all one way since.
Yeah, he's never looked back since I gave him some advice at the start of the season. I think I should take a share of his winnings, to be honest. She's pushed this a little further as Maliza, maybe 4 or 5 yards further. Has it made any difference? Not as good a lead as she has been playing. Giving Tracy a bit of room. Road looks decent. Length looks okay. Winning it so far. Yeah, just stuck in.
I'm sure Melissa will be keen to win this. She's won a lot of major events, and this is one that's eluded her so far, the champion of champions.
Well, she's given this a lot to do. I think Tracy might be on the board at this end. Decent road. Slightly tight, but there's plenty to rest on. Sits on anything, she gets another. Yeah.
Oh, well done, Trace.
Broken a duck.
I'm sure she'll be heading into the corner. She's played well on the distance in her rounds.
Are we on Twitter today, Mel?
I'm sure we are, yes.
Taking any tweets?
Yeah, there you can see it on the screen. If you want to join us at Live Bowls. The Twitter feed went ballistic yesterday all day, couldn't keep up with it.
Well, I'm sure we'll be able to fit a few tweets in today if you fancy a bit of interaction.
Ronnie Lyons just gone ahead, 7-5 over Nicola Bolton. Nicola, I think, is the only former winner left in the last stage of this at the moment.
Yeah, I think I remember her winning it. It can't be that long ago.
2007.
Is it that long ago, really? Been a good player. She's not heard a lot about her over the last couple of years. Motherhood seems to have taken over. It's nice to see her back playing at a good level again. And of course, Ronnie Lyons, she's been around forever, playing at a high standard.
Yeah, she's been a top player for many years. And eventually she's never won, surprisingly enough. She's been on the winners' roster many times, and numerous events, Ronnie.
Well, Tracy's attempts at going a distance hasn't caught Malaysia out. She found a real good first ball. She's struck and missed. Good effort. Certainly playing well. She's settled down on a length straight away in this game. Look at that.
Go.
Yeah, been very impressive this game. As we said earlier, could have easily gone out in a first round match. Eliza going back to the part of the green where she's picked up so many chalks. Gone a lot further than I thought she would. But she's playing with confidence. Doesn't really matter to her what length mark, whatever. She'll try and put them close.
Following these up as well. Body language looks good for Melissa today.
Yeah, she looks very positive. Don't see that with a lot of the ladies. Just a yard short with a lead, giving Tracy a bit of room, and she's stepped in, played a real good first ball.
Another game early score. Sarah Hay 7, Karen Gant 2.
She's made Malaysia play through. Malaysia doesn't like it, she's tight. Yeah, missed it on the tight side. Now then, Tracy. Can you make another? Needs to stop. Might need to reverse in a minute. Yeah, gone out, I think.
Well, we've not got obviously the excitement as we had yesterday, or the crowd, but there are more people. I think last year when we did this event, Andrew, quite a few people in the West Stand, people around. Not a bad turnout on a nice day.
There was an awful lot here this morning when the first round's on. As what tends to happen is the drift away as their player goes out, or you know, their favourite losers, and there's still a decent crowd. A lot of them are in the afternoon sunshine.
Well, I've got to say, these few days we spent here for Cooperative Funeral Care Waterloo Handicap and the Champion of Champions yesterday and again today. Wonderful weather we've had in Blackpool, but well blessed.
Yeah, you can't fault it. talking to quite a few bowlers yesterday who have already booked their accommodation for next year's events. I think they're looking forward to what we'll call the Waterloo week.
That's right, big change next year. The Waterloo handicap is back a week, so it corresponds with the Champion of Champions. So you're correct, people who spoke to me, they've already booked for a week. So it'll be starting with the men's last 64 on the Saturday, then the Sunday, ladies Waterloo, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, the men's Waterloo handicap, Thursday, the Talbot up at the Rakes, Friday, the Charlie Tattersall Memorial here, and then the Saturday, men's Champion of Champions, and the Sunday, ladies Champions.
It's a feast of bowling, Mel.
I'm sure that all the competitions are going to benefit. I think we're going to see increased crowds at all those events. A good bowl, Tracy.
And you add to that, you'll have Martin Institute's regular floodlit competition running through the week. It's we're going to have bowls overload.
Yeah, good to see.
Yeah, it's
just need to tie up the TV deal again. It'll be a good boost. We should be knowing about that in the next few weeks. Meetings already planned.
Oh, Eliza, what a road this is. I hope you've not played short. Oh, what a good ball.
Yeah.
Good ball.
Bowl of the day, that. Not sure whether or not she should be playing through a little bit more.
Well, it was one of those, if you connect her with a jack a yard over, she could have easily given 2 away. She's played maybe 6 inches over her length, and it's worked perfectly for her. Maybe a foot further would have been safer, but you can't argue with that. A good ball. At least she wasn't short at it. That would have been criminal.
On this form, she's the one to beat.
I think going back to the Waterloo week next year, I think there's talk from 1 or 2 people about trying to get a North versus South game somewhere during that week, which will be very interesting.
Yeah. What do you mean? Warwick
Warwick
versus
and
the rest of the world?
versus rest of the world. Yeah, that's.
Yeah, there's some talk of that being on at the Martin on probably the Thursday and the Friday night. While there's a lot of people in the town, I'm sure that would be well supported as well.
You never know, you might get picked, Mel. They could have me and you playing.
Yeah,
We
why
play
not?
each other,
Yeah.
as a, celebrity game sort of thing. Well, celebrity and you, obviously. Oh, that Lyons, Eliza. Great ball, great effort. Just got the gap. Now then, Tracy. Big chance. Try and get double figures. That's your first mark you're trying to get to.
Oh, one for Tracy. Apart from a north and south, I can say there was some talks here yesterday, Andrew, of possibly a celebrity game. 1 or 2 people have been spoken to of a pro-am type thing, which I believe television are also interested in that. 1 or 2 people, including a couple of some well-known people from soaps, and also a couple of comedians are quite interested in that. So we did have a meeting here yesterday.
Sounds good. Well, there's plenty of comedians playing Crown Green Balls, so they should fit in well.
Yeah, so early days, but there has been discussions, and there are a number of people who are interested in that. So a meeting is planned. Good bowl, Tracy. Long tape.
I think that's a legal mark. That I'm I'll have a little 10p wager on it.
Yeah, it's certainly not. We discussed that with some of the lengths that Greg Smith was playing in the Waterloo Handicap. Some of them didn't seem a length. It surprised us. Just such a vast green, isn't it? You look on there, you see a lot of grass behind it, and looks so short. It's what Callum touched on yesterday, and just when I interviewed him, he realised he's probably been sending the jack too far on this green in the past.
Yeah, which it's something that everyone does when they come on here. It's that big. You play the corners on your home green, you play the corners on here, but they might be 20 yards further than the green you play on at home.
While we're having a measure, we'll just have a look at the scores. At the moment it's Ronnie Lyon 9, Nicola Bolton 8, Sarah 11, Karen Gant 3, and Alicia Ormsby 7, Lynn Baghurst 9. And we've now got the record 6 times ladies Waterloo champion joined us. Lynn, you've been watching it steadily today. What do you think of the form? A few upsets, some also good performances.
Yeah, it's been an interesting morning so far, Mel. As you say, a few upsets. Very good friend of mine and favourite at the start, Katrina Earl, going out. And I'm sure she'd probably be standing there then watching Sarah Clarke's game against Sarah Hay and wondering what the hell was going on. But yeah, as been mentioned previously, no atmosphere of yesterday. Sadly, the women do play the game somewhat differently to male counterparts, but interesting day nonetheless.
You've got to be impressed, I think, with Melissa. She seems to be the one to beat at the moment.
Yeah, again, as Andrew mentioned earlier, I watched Melissa's first game with Staffordshire's Janet Hargreaves, and Janet really should have won that game, or been kicking herself, had numerous occasions to close the game and failed. And Melissa sort of very, very lucky, I think, to be in the quarter-final, and clearly is taking that opportunity by the horns.
And you were honoured to have been selected to the commentary on ITV4 for the ladies' final. That was quite a boost for the ladies' sporting to have an opportunity to be on TV.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been said before, and I'll say it again. You know, it was a fantastic few days. It's done the sport a power of good, getting it back on terrestrial television, and for the ladies final to feature is just shows that, you know, it is a sport for all, that men and women can play. So yeah, fantastic opportunity, and all the signs are good for 2016, and I'm sure everybody, young and old, male and female alike, will be wanting to get to the Waterloo to get the opportunity of getting on the television.
Well, now Mark's been inundated with a few extra entries. People wanted to enter the men's and the ladies. Hopefully both of those events will be shown on TV next year, and it is a big boost, and I understand there may be an increase in prize money for the ladies Waterloo. Talks are ongoing.
Yeah, it'd be fabulous. The competition has suffered sponsorship-wise. Many years ago, probably when I had my first couple of 3 successes, the first prize was £1,000, very well sponsored by Thomas Taylor's. In recent years, it's been significantly reduced. So any obviously corporate investment into to the ladies Waterloo is most gratefully received, and a welcome boost.
I guess you'll be as keen as anybody to try and get yourself on television on the green rather than the commentary box. Yeah,
obviously playing is what I love, you know, particularly on this green. It is next to my home green of Chadsmoor. It is a spiritual home. I had a lot of success on here, and yeah, it'd be lovely to obviously make a final appearance in front of the television cameras, and who knows, there might be a 7th title in there somewhere.
Okay, well, thanks for that, Lynn. Andrew's had a well-deserved break of his vocal cords, but he's back with us now.
Thanks, Mal. Yeah, back, fully rested. Still playing well, Melissa. Just had a little run with a jack, Tracy, but I don't think there's any way back for her here, is there?
No. It's probably the worst lead Melissa's had.
Yeah, she give her a bit of room. She's not really stepped in though.
Been a big turnaround in one of the games. Ronnie Lyon was 9-5 up on Nicola Bolton. Nicola Bolton's had a 7 break. She's now leads 12-9. Sarah Wright keeps plodding on. 12-4. She leads Karen Gant.
No improvement from Eliza. Tracy's in. Should be an easy chance of a 2. Got to take them when you get the opportunity. Shove this out. It should come on a length, but gave it an awful lot to do. Just leaving them for Tracy to come and have a look at them. And it's a measure. And as per usual, they're at the other side of the green. Just having a bit of a chat, who's in, and nice picture. Having a bit of a chat. Tracy's telling Eliza just how she's struggling. Well, I think that's what she's telling her. Is it how she? No. Yeah, 2 for Tracy. 7-18.
She needs a few more of them, Andrew.
The comeback's on. 10 minutes good bowling, who knows?
Is she going to try the hotel corner again?
I think she will. She's just struggled to find a lead at any point through this game, apart from she scored 2 ends together, and she's changed the mark entirely and played a little round peg off the crown. Seeing if she can catch Eliza out with a change in length, but it's very similar to the sort of mark Eliza was playing at the start of the game. But it's a good lead. A few more of them, she'll be happy.
Yeah, change of length.
Well, Eliza's been beating those sort of balls, but she won't beat it with that. It's a few yard over. Maybe just a chink of light for Tracy here.
Actually, not so bad again.
Yeah.
Going to make another.
That's another. Not a big target either. Tempting Eliza to play up and make a 2. Jack or ball would be good. Well, she's not played as far over. She's trying to beat it with a dead un. I don't think it'll come back all that. Save though, good saver.
Yeah, she's probably happy with that. Chopped it down to 1.
Yeah, it's a long way back in singles. 18-8, Eliza Herbert. Maybe Tracy might go towards the west stand, maybe just change it again. Not a bad plan to take on a tour of the green when you're behind. Try and break the length up. And straight across to the west stand. Finger peg. Over the crown. Quite a short mark. Inside the line with this. Length is good though.
Shouldn't be good enough, Andrew.
No, it shouldn't be good enough, but something to work on. She's got a decent length. He just needs to mend the road. Maliza's too far with this. Caught her out. Yeah, she's got a rocking and rolling here a bit.
Oh, good. Tracy's going to need a better one.
Oh, definitely. She's giving it more to do, but I think she could be the other side of the crown with this. Other side, another length. Well, you'd expect those to be beaten every day of the week. On its way. It's going to need to stop, you know. It's going to need to stop. Wow.
Well, you said you caught her with the first ball. She caught her with both of them.
Well, she did improve, but
still looking.
not a good ball. Eliza's walked off the green. Not said anything about how many it is, so. Oh, well, I'd have kicked him in by now and been signalling two and sending Jack
She's
out.
going to what?
And now they're going
to walk as well.
What's going on here now?
Is it half time?
I don't know. I think they're having a drinks break or something. I've never seen both players walk off the green for a drinks break. But,
She's been warm, that.
and they're just measuring. Well, she's just walked back on with a bottle as Tracy.
Good view of the measure.
Right. There we go. Tracy back on the green with a drinks bottle.
You allowed drinks bottles?
I don't know. I've given up.
2.
Yeah, 2. Eliza's back now. So now we've got 2 players again. We know who's in, they know who's Jack's it's going to be. We can start the game again.
Well, I think Tracy, she scrambled into double figures from, what was it, 13-0 just, was it?
Yeah. So that's the... Tracy's walking off now. We will get back to some bowls as soon as we possibly can. Yeah, she's got to double figures, which was the first goal that she had in this game. She's in the same street now. 10 minutes good bowling. Who knows?
Same street. She's on the same green at last.
Well, it always helps.
Could be a long day. We might miss going to Evensong tonight.
Well, Tracy, you look a bit too far inside the line. You'd say it wouldn't be good enough to count the end normally, but it was okay to win it at the last end. She's sent this too far as well as Maliza. She's just catching her out on these short marks.
Tracy's got to improve. I mean, she's not going to keep going away with yard bowls.
Oh, some of us have made careers on counting yard bowls, Mel.
Yeah, I've watched you, Andrew. Yeah.
Well, overcorrected. Not sure who's in. No, I think Maliza's on. Yeah, I suppose that shot we saw on the monitor, but then didn't look it from our position up here. Yeah.
2010.
Maliza all but one good ball from a place in the semi-final of the Ladies Champ of Champs 2015.
Quick look at the scores. It's Ronnie Lyon 14, Nicola Bolton 13, Sarah A 17, Karen Gant 6. Well, Sarah A has won 21-2 first round, 21-7 second round, and is 17-6 up in the third game.
Decent scores then, Mel.
Yeah, good scores.
Not scored 21 between them yet.
Alicia Ormsby and Lynn Baghurst are 13 across.
Oh, Eliza. Further with this. Won't improve on her first, I don't think. Nice to lie, though. Got to find one, Tracy. Got to find one. Hope you've not left it short. Hope you've not left it short at game down. Oh, dear me.
Well, that's it. 21-10 victory for Lisa Herbert. Puts her through to the semi-final of the Ladies' Champion of Champions. Not very impressive performance.
Yeah, she did all the damage at the start. Went into a massive early lead, playing very, very well on the short mark across to the terracing. Was in full control from that point. Never looked like losing. A little flurry from Tracy at the end of the game, but just to make the scores look respectable more than anything else. Well done, Melisa. Played very well. Is going to take a bit of beating on that sort of form.
Yep, there's Melisa. Comfortable. It's nice as well to get off first, isn't it? Well, chance for a little break, a rest, a drink.
Sit down and a cup of tea or something.
Yeah, I think we'll just swap across to one of the other games that's in progress in a minute. They're just having a measure in the corner, but we're going over to the Ronnie Lyon Nicola Bolton game. Nicola, the only former winner still in it, winning it back in 2007. You can see in the distance, Nicola's just signalling one, which I think that makes the game 14 across. There's Nicola about to lead out, and the legend. Can we call Ronnie a legend?
Yeah, I think she can. I think you can. I think she's in that that bracket in the ladies' game.
Well, she won so many things. Bowls for I think 5 different clubs. She was saying plays every day of the week. She's 75 years of age now, and a very fit 75, I will say. She goes on all these bowls holidays. She's off to Cyprus and everywhere, regular with the Ses Alps team.
Well, you might as well.
Yeah, don't blame her at all.
I mean, you could be doing that now you've retired, Mel. You're similar sort of age.
Yeah, similar, yeah.
Similar sort of age. I'd call you a legend. Who's it, a legend?
Well, we are. We're going a few weeks in Cyprus with the
very nice.
World Atlantic Flat Green Championships we're involved in the winter.
Yeah.
With David
nice.
Corkill.
Yeah, thanks for the invitation, Mel. Very kind of you.
3 weeks in December in Cyprus.
It's a hard life, isn't it?
You'll be doing that. Oh, you'll be at school,
I'll
won't
be
you?
at school working.
Yeah, working.
Paying
Milk monitor.
taxes. Paying taxes to keep people like you. Yeah.
We'll send you some photos from Cyprus. And David Corkill actually is getting the first round in for us, he told us.
I find that very hard to believe.
It's true.
Find it very hard to believe. He must be getting him on expenses if that's
He's
the
the
case.
team manager for the Irish ladies team in the Atlantic Championships. He said he was going to whip them all into shape.
Don't want to be knowing about that, Mel.
Ronnie, you left that one well short. After such a good lead.
In between them, and it looks like they've won absolutely everything there is in ladies' bowls. They both won the ladies' Waterloo. They've Nicola's won the Ladies Merit. She's won this event twice. Ronnie's won Fleetwood Festival, Isle of Man, multiple occasions. She's won the pairs with Maureen Lyons, of course.
Yeah. No relation.
No. So they obviously both know a lot about this green.
She now does some voluntary work in an hospice, does Ronnie? When she can fit it in around the bowls, I think. That's a bad Ronnie.
Seems like there's a pause in the game at the minute. There's balls being sent back left, right and centre. She's managed to get this ball away now. Needs to just stop an inch anytime soon, or else it goes out. Yeah. There's Evelyn just telling Ronnie who's in.
Alicia Ormsby, we saw earlier, the pink balls, is just getting away now from Lynn Baghurst. 18-13 she leads. Sarah Ray 18-7. Ronnie line 2.
We've said it a lot, but they shouldn't be good enough. Now then, Nicola. Now then, can you get there? Just trickle now, goes in. Good ball.
Good correction.
Yeah, we've seen a lot of overcorrecting going on. I don't know whether the greens are a little bit quicker than they're used to it, or what it is, but there's been an awful lot of it today. Overcorrecting.
All square again. Pretty much as it's been all through the game, this.
Yeah, been a nip and tuck affair.
Change of plan for Nicola. Earlier on she was heading into the corners with Ronnie. She just chopped it down a little bit now. Probably just a 30-yard mark, round peg. Some buyers off the edge of the crown. And there she see it swinging around.
Yeah, quite a shallow mark. It's not a massive pegging green anyway, but
Darren, our cameraman, just tripped in the gutter.
I hope he's insured. Well, camera anyway.
I'm just glad he didn't land on the camera.
Yeah, just checking on his welfare. Yeah, you'll be glad to know he's okay.
Somebody said he spends a lot of his life in the gutter.
Indeed, but he's always looking up at the stars.
Yeah, Ronnie's better with this. Used to be pacey, perhaps.
Yep. Looks like single. 6-5 going home. After yesterday, it feels very sedate, Mel.
He does, yeah.
Got used to Callum sprinting after every ball and doing a little dance round it. A little bit more sedate today.
Did you hear me question Callum? I said to him that putting so much energy into 5 games, chasing after him. He's obviously spent a lot of time in the gym getting fit. Seemed a bit stunned by that question.
Well, I know he refuels very well. He sticks to his chicken, cheesy chips, etc. There's certainly no salads in his diet. Maybe that's the way forward. Not a bad lead from Nicola, maybe 2 feet past. Again, just seeing if she can catch Ronnie out going too far on a short mark, but don't think she has. Just scrambled in. I think. Hard to say. From our commentary position, it looks like it's gone in, but not sure. Well, better pace, better ball altogether. Now then, Ronnie. Stuck it to back again.
Could be 2 there.
He's looking at it. I'm fairly confident we're going to have a measure. Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah. Not all daft at Slava melt.
Whatever. Didn't need to speak Welsh.
I've got a lot of talents that I keep well hidden.
Thank God for that.
I can even pronounce that very famous Welsh railway station.
Well, there we got a good view of the measure there.
No,
Have a
real.
look. Yep, 2, Nicola. What's this Welsh station on about?
Rill. I've already told the punchline there, Mel.
You were going to go for that, though, weren't you? This Glangog thing for a moment, weren't you?
No.
All right, 18-15, Nicola.
To be fair, it must be hard to pronounce because even the locals call it Langfair PG. So if they're calling it that, we've no chance.
So Sarah Hay now 20, Karen Gant 9. Sarah with 1 foot in the semi-finals. And Alicia Ormsby, very impressive. It's currently 20-15 she leads.
Yeah, Alicia's really raised the game from that first round nightmare that she had. It really was a poor game. But she's certainly got better. Nicola's improved with a second. It's still a good yard short. Ronnie's going to have to correct. Well, it's a chance. Gets past that ball, it wins it all week. Good ball.
Could go to the wire, this. It's edge of the seat stuff, Andrew.
It's a good job I'm stood up. I think we need a streaker or something to liven proceedings up. I'm wondering if Steve Davis is available. Doesn't seem to be doing a lot at the moment, so that's a no.
Callum might go for it, I think.
I
He's
think
pretty quick.
he's too busy eating.
Oh, good lead here. Ronnie.
Needs to finish, Nicola.
Just died. Good effort. Ronnie needs to stop. To knock that out. Just replaced it.
I think it stayed in for 2, Mel.
Yeah.
Got to find one. Or we'll be level again. She's watching it. Watching it all the way. It needs a hit. Not got one.
Yep. 2 more to Ronnie.
Hang on.
Looks 2, isn't it?
It does look 2, but we'll wait for confirmation. Taking the nearest ball out, letting Nicola look. Measures.
They don't give anything away, these ladies.
No, they don't. No. Slack band, only the one.
One. The other 2 games, the Sarah Hay and Alicia Ormsby both on 20, but they just can't get the final one at the moment. Their opponents are digging in, just chipping away.
It's getting tight. Is the Ormsby Baghurst game.
Yeah. Alicia Ormsby 20, Lynn Baghurst 18. Come right back in the game.
Oh, that's a good shot. You can see the camber of the green. Ball just coming into view over the crown. See the bias taking effect, but it short. It's just won it, but it's a good yard short. You can't see the. There you go. That's a better shot. You can see the distances involved now. Still room underneath that ball. Pegs up for fun there.
Well, Ronnie, you need a miss.
Oh!
Or an hit. So result, Sarah Hay 21, Karen Gant 11.
Not an easy shot for Nicola here, so she's just got to trust the bias, play her length. It's the only shot she's got on. Need to reach, need to run. Just not knocked it far enough.
All square again. Building for a 21-20, Andrew.
Well, it's what we need, bit of excitement.
Yeah, it's gripping stuff.
Yeah.
Well, another clap. We have another result. Alicia Ormsby 21, Lynn Baghurst 18.
Another Yorkshire opponent for Sarah Hay in the next round.
Yep, so that's semi-final. Alicia Ormsby Yorkshire were playing Wales's Sarah Hay. And the winner of this final quarter-final on the green, which is all squared 18 across, will play Nicola Herbert. Perfect land here, Ronnie. Just left it short. Only bonus is it's smacking the way.
It's forced Nicola to go inside the line. On the road it would have been maybe a foot in front of the jack. You can see it's about 4 foot wide. Oh. Didn't come out so clean, that one, Mel. Probably a good job. Still too far. Will it stop?
Has it?
Looks like it's gone for me here, but
yeah,
Evelyn will have a look. Oh, last ball up. Excellent referee, Evelyn.
As seen on ITV4.
As seen on ITV4. I've got that embroidered on my fleece, Mel. I don't know if you'd spotted it. Autographs will be given after the commentary today. Photo opportunities available at £5 a time. Must win it. Yeah, you can see off that shot, definitely only the one, but we'll see what Nicola has to say about it. Yeah, one only.
One end from home.
(1918). Very important year in your life, that, Mel, wasn't it?
Yeah, that's right, yeah.
Yeah.
Just won my first competition that year, I think.
Yeah. Giving up with the short marks. He's headed into the far corner.
Well, this is where she tried it with Ronnie early on without too much success.
I think I'd have tried one up to the settee, to be honest. Bare minimum. Plant one in front. See what happens, but she's gone a distance. She played a decent lead. You'd rather have it than beat it.
Oh, Ronnie's a decent line here.
Yeah.
All about the pace now.
Needs to finish. Well, can't win it.
Well, Nicola tying the peg here. I think can get inside of that.
Yeah. Stuck at the original peg. She's put it tighter. If it's a length, it's okay. Length, it's okay, but I think to hold that line, she must have been a little bit too far. Has it stopped in? It has. Lies game. Give that plenty to do. Give it plenty to do. It's trying, but
short, long
short.
way short.
Well,
how many times have we seen that today?
Too many times.
Lying game and short with the last one.
Too many times.
So it's Ronnie Lyon, 18. Nicola Bolton, 21. Nicola will be facing Nicola Herbert in the semi-final. We're just going to a short break, and we're having an interview with a new sponsor of this event.
Now greenside is Director of Osprey Water Management, John Jinks, who does an awful lot for Crown Green Bowls and certainly a very good friend of mine. Good afternoon, John, and welcome to the BCG LBA Ladies Champion of Champions.
Hi, Lynn. It's a lovely day, isn't it?
Beautiful, yeah. And obviously it's your first time sponsoring this major event on the ladies' calendar, so you must be very pleased with the turnout.
Very much so. I turned up a couple of hours ago, and I think it looks like it's been a great day. Lots of people around. This was our 10-year anniversary sponsoring bowls, and so we wanted to do something a bit more this year. So speaking to Mel, who's obviously now quite important in everything, he said that there was an opening for the ladies' competition, and we thought, well, let's give that a go. And I think it's been a great success for us. And it looks like the day's been great for everybody, which is really good.
Yeah, it has. And as you said, you're no stranger to Crown Green Bowls. You do a lot, obviously, locally, where your company's based in Shropshire, but done a lot here at the Waterloo as well, and also with Jimmy Parker with the Osprey Tour. So it's delighted, obviously, as a company that you're involved in the sport, and I'm sure you've got a lot out of it in the last 10 years.
Yeah, bowls have been good to us. Bowls has been good to us. We've got about 400 bowls clients, as in different greens that we look after, and we treat it as a priority in the business. I mean, it's the irrigation division that obviously benefits from the bowl community. We just feel, I think I've said it many times before, that it's only fair that we put something back. It was good that Jimmy got a name check, because we've done a lot with Jim over the years, as you know. And it's very easy for us to give it back, because as a community, bowls are great people. Bowlers are great people, and it's great. And often there's a bit of a waste when we know we've got to come and present. There's guys who work with me who are, and they want to come to these events, and we've been nothing but welcome over the years, and we just thank the bowls community for that and for the work that they've given us. So.
And for our viewers, obviously, who may be not so familiar with Osprey Water Management, just tell people about the company and what you do.
Right. Well, from this side of things, we supply, install, maintain irrigation systems for bowling greens, and we deal with water management issues as well. So if people need to get water supplies in or rain harvesting, then we can deal with that side of it as well. But the main core business is the old pop-up sprinklers around the green that I'm sure everybody's familiar with. Most of you don't actually see them working because they come on in the middle of the night, but that's what we do. We keep the things green. That's the idea. So. You
wouldn't think in our great island that is the British Isles, with all the rain that we have, that we do actually need irrigation systems. But having one at Chadsmore, boy, it is needed at times. It's a point of humour. I have a very close friend. I was actually his best man, and he dines out around the world on the fact that his best man runs an irrigation company in the UK, and everybody around the world thinks we're some kind of lunatics. I think this is what in the UK it rains all the time, but it's more important than that because it's a tool. People tend not to realise that without the irrigation, you haven't got the opportunities to maintain the green in the way that you want to. And I'm sure if you ask any greensman, anybody who looks after the greens, they'll benefits. And it's not about effectively just being there when there's no rain. It's about actually giving you the tools to get the green right in the spring. You need it, and to take it through the season as well. So there's a little bit more to it than going against rainfall, but we like to think there is, because obviously it's a very, very important part of what happens. So. Well, John, as always, it's a delight to see you, and it's been a while since we saw you round a green, but I'm sure you're going to be here now enjoying this semi-final.
Alison, the president, has threatened to teach me how to play bowls, and I think 10 years ago I might have to take her up on the offer, I think, possibly, so we'll see.
Most definitely. Well, it's a pleasure to see you, and I'll see you a little bit later on.
Thanks, Lynn. Bye-bye.
Well, that's John Jinks, Osprey Water Management Director, and if any clubs out there who are tuning in and want to know a little bit more, obviously, about green maintenance, and particularly in regards to water, I can speak for myself, personal experience. This is a great guy, a great team, Osprey Water Management. So we'll be now back to a short break, and we'll be over to Mel Evans and Andrew Cairns for commentary of the first semi-final.
So here we go. This should be a real cracker of a game, Andrew.
Yeah, it should have. Melisa, if she keeps the form up that she's shown in the last game with Tracy Wraight, Nicola will have it all to do. This was the mark she started off with. Tracy made I think it was a 13 break. She was putting him a little bit closer than that. Nicola, the former winner, will be wanting to reproduce that sort of form she showed on that day. To start with a very good ball.
Both these ladies between them, I think, have won every major event. All England's, Waterloo, Champion of Champions. Two of the top lady bowlers, certainly of recent years.
Yeah, they've impressive CVs, no doubt about it. First blood to Nicola.
She's going to turn a peg here. Try and find the gap.
Well, the gap's wide enough. You just need to play a length. It's maybe just concerned her enough to leave it short. Just can't knock a ball in if you're short.
The other game coming on. Alicia Ormsby from Yorkshire playing Sarah Hay from Wales. I think during the afternoon we featured every game now, every player now, Andrew, on the stream.
Yeah, I think we have. We
had a
tried
look,
to smooth it round a bit where we can.
Yeah, we had Alicia with her game early on, and we saw Sarah. So sure all four girls have enjoyed being in front of the cameras today.
Looks on a good road, this. Yeah, not a bad lead at all.
She likes these sort of marks, and Nicola. You rarely see her playing these straight marks at all. Something with a bit of bias in it, pegging off the crown, whatever length.
Looks like my beloved's bringing me a cup of tea, Mel. Have you got a drink anywhere? Yeah.
I've just got some water at the tap.
Yeah, tap water. Probably free that though, weren't it? Oh, well, Liza's having to adjust. She was a long way short with her first. Expected to finish in that corner, but you've got to have the pace on. This is a better ball altogether. If it's a length, it wins it. Good ball. Really good ball.
I think this could be a close game.
I think it could. Both played well. I think we'll see Melisa going fairly short, Nicola wanting to go a bit further.
I do think, Andrew, the quality of the bowls has improved as the day has gone on. Early on, there was not the standard of the bowling was not so high behind Elvin, but all these ladies now just seem to be getting better. It's all settled on the green. The early morning dew has obviously dried off. A lot of short bowls early on.
Well, it was very noticeable that first round games. The bowling was, I've got to be honest, it was poor in general. There were one or two good performances, but yard bowls were counting regular, and a few ends they were a lot further away than that. But now they've settled down. Every one of them is playing to the capabilities. I think Sarah's played consistently well all day. Melisa, she had a first round blip, as did Alicia, and Nicola, well, she's just sort of scrambled through the first three rounds. Had 2 18s and a 20.
And she's been round the green a little, isn't she, Nicola? We were talking about Sarah earlier, having flying in every game, but don't get around the green so much. Nice to have a tight game, providing you survive it.
Yeah, you don't win any extra money for winning comfy, that's for sure. Oh, this is a good ball. If it runs, oh, just pegged at the last second.
Melisa's gone off the green. That signals one and waits for her opponent to return. She'll be gone for a drink. She's had 2 ends, hasn't she? So deserves a drink.
Yeah, yeah. I know how she feels. Just want to say a big thank you to Karen for bringing me a cup of tea and some Viennese whirls. I may share them with you, Mel, if you're interested. But there's only 4, so maybe I won't.
I'm watching my figure anyway, Andrew. Don't
Yeah.
let myself go like you.
Me too. I'm watching my figure. I'm just having a weekend off. Nicola heading back into the infamous toilet corner. The opposite peg to where she went last time. Finger peg. Straightish mark. Peg's about a yard at the finish. Not played a good lead this time.
It's been punished.
Yeah, not a bad one at all.
After 3 ends of the other semi-final, it's Alicia Ormsby 3, Sarah Hay 0. Could be seeing the first double of the game here, Andy.
Yep. Looking like it. Plenty of room. Anywhere within 2 yards of the jack and it gets another.
I guess Melissa will be going, chopping it down again. Back across the middle of the green. Served her well all day.
Oh, she's having a bit of a think. Looking where to go.
Coming across into the shadow of the west stand. A good lead here, Melissa. Just what you wanted.
Yeah, keeps the draft out. One of them. 3-inch ball side of the jack. Now, Nicola, if you've reached, you've done it. Needs to run, needs to hurry.
Good attempt. And there's last year's winner, Julie Alderman, standing behind. Didn't manage to qualify this year.
I think that's one of the shame about the Champ of Champs. I think the previous year's winner should be automatically invited back. Got to be one of the biggest competitions, if not the biggest competition of the season.
Yeah, I agree with you there. Well, Nicola's played at it.
Looks a bit tight. Right, flick that ball. Just the one.
It's Alicia Ormsby 5, Sarah I 0.
Yeah, it's amazing how form can alter so drastically between games. And across the green, but quite a bit further than I thought she would. Quite a distance playing across this green. You're looking at nearly 40 yards.
It's a good ball.
This needs to run. Needs to finish. Can't get.
Good attempt. 2 good bowls. Melissa should be able to make a double from a very well-known bowls family down in Warwick, Worcester. Father Dennis, a good player, and of course we all know about Gareth, who did so well in the All England this year, and also the brother Glenn, all good players. Nicola, can you just put a couple of feet in?
Road looks good. She's definitely further. Might be too far. Can it stop now? Good ball.
Playing well, these two ladies.
Yeah, it's a good start to the game. Very competitive.
You enjoying those Viennese whirls, whatever they're called?
Very nice, Mo.
I'll just carry on eating my fingernails. We're fine. You eat them all up, mate.
Feel free if you want one, Mel. It's not a problem.
It's fine. Yeah.
I've got 3 left now. Happily share one with you. I'll give you half. I'm fully back now, Mel. Those athletes have to refuel sometime, you know.
Which is impressive how you got all 4 in your mouth at one go.
Well, I have been called a big mouse before now. And they're not wrong. Nicola's turn to shorten the mark. Good response from Eliza.
Playing some good balls, these.
Yeah, it's a good game. Well, chances. Oh, just gapped. Big chance for a double.
It's just been the difference at the moment, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah, Eliza took a chance for a pair and Nicola hasn't so far. Looking like another.
Yeah.
Yeah, good balls.
Yeah, nice pair. The other game, Alicia Ormsby 7, Sarah Hay 2.
And a finger peg mark down towards the north stand. All downhill, big swing at the finish. Pegs a lot there. Left it a yard short.
They're certainly going around the green. Neither of these ladies has played the same mark yet.
No. Maybe just catching each other out, going round the green. That's the plan. It's a big green to remember where everything is. Big, expansive, vast area. Really easy to get lost on there. Can send good players blind, this green.
Yep, next week there's a big winter maintenance program going to be done on the green. It's been fine, but there's some bit of machinery coming in next week, I think.
Well, whatever they've done this year, I mean, the green is immaculate. Given that they didn't have any winter work done this season, it's incredible condition, really. I think if Gordon Butcher was looking for any extra work, he'd just have to show him a picture of this, and I think he'd have bowls clubs clamouring for his services.
Yeah, he's done a great job. Must say, supported well by Dennis Mowers, who are giving a brand new mower to the club, part of a sponsorship deal. New mower every year, and it's worth a few £1,000. I believe they're doing the same again next year. And also Pitch Care, who supplied all the various feeds, fertilisers, green maintenance stuff. Again, part of a sponsorship, which is a big saving, isn't it, Andrew? Financially,
massive saving. I know on the back of these deals, I know our club bought a mower from Dennis, and our green is in absolutely immaculate condition. Gaggills at Waterfoot. If you ever get the chance to play on it, please do so, because you'll enjoy every second of it. And that's thanks to the not only the greenkeeper but the mower that we bought. Absolutely brilliant piece of machinery. Can highly recommend them. Worth every penny.
Got another patch of land. Again, all around the green, these two.
Yeah, good lead. Doesn't want to get in that little drain though. Look, see the dark patches there? Those are little drains that have sunk over the years. The balls just get in them and do silly things once they're in.
Nicola can't quite reach.
No, road looks okay from hand, but you can see it's not even got in the shot yet. There's the ball now. Long way short. Passing it now. Needs to hit the jack, and it's a good one. Well, two decent balls. Need to find a good ball to beat them anyway. It's further.
Is it far enough?
Is it far enough? That's the question. Can't get.
Two more. She carried on Melissa where she left off in the last game. Playing really well. After a dodgy first round tie, she scrambled in against Janet Hargreaves. She's got better and better.
Yeah, well, no point peaking in the first round, is it, Mal? You might as well peak in the semis and the final.
That's Alicia Ormsby 8, Sarah 3.
And there's an excellent example of somebody who's peaking at the right time. She was quite poor in the first game and has got better and better. And the few ends I've seen from this game so far, she's playing very well against Sarah here. Somebody who I thought would win this game fairly comfortably because she was been playing that well. But every game's different.
And look at that one there, Nicholas. There's a few more of them.
Yeah, stepped in. About a poor lead from Melissa. All she can do is try and save, put a bit of pressure on the second ball of Nicola's. Good length, just tight.
Can Nicola get a double? She'd give away 3.
Looking good. Looking good with this. Excellent ball. 2 great balls.
Now she needs a few leads like them.
We're going to another different part of the green. Playing thumb peg into our commentary box corner.
There's a few people on Twitter. There's one here wishing Alicia Ormsby all the best. Watching it live. Obviously a Yorkshire follower.
Jack is very deep in the corner, and where it is, that's an excellent ball. Dead length, 2.5 feet at the side. Take a bit of beating with that. Eliza looks on a different road. Can't get, going to be a long way short. Now then, bit of pressure on. She makes another with this ball. The pressure's on Eliza. Needs to run. Runs a little bit, goes in. 2 decent balls on the mark. They might look a long way off, but that Jack's in a very precarious position. Nothing past it.
It's easier to overplay there. We've seen a lot of balls go off the green in the last week or two there, Andrew.
Yeah, the last yard is very, very quick indeed. Uphill to the corner, then a downhill finish. Oh, she's further.
A lot further.
She's further, needs to miss her own ball. Can't do.
Actually, I think that saved it.
Did save it.
Because it looked like she may be going off the green. Slightly fortunate from that lady there, Melissa. 6-9. I presume Nicola's going to be heading down to that far corner.
Well, if she's going to go a distance, she's in a prime location. Can't get any deeper. 60+ yards. Full corners on the Waterloo. I've just noticed it's about the same size as your front lawn, isn't it, this, Mel?
Similar, yeah.
Similar size.
Yeah,
I like the way you have those gates and the driveway winding round.
Sit on mower as well.
Yeah. She's not gone deep into the corner. She's maybe 8 or 9 yards out of it, but it's still an awful long way. She shoved this outside the road. Never look at it there. Not a good ball at all. Oh, Eliza.
Well, room for one. Not the worst end they've had so far. Yeah, with a tweet here from Dave Parkin. He's Yorkshireman in Malta, viewing for free, he says. I'm in 7th Evan, memories of the Waterloo. Said he worked in a betting shop there 30 years ago. I could do with you today, Dave, because no bookies turned up.
Yeah, that normally does it. Duncan Reeves is on a plane going to Tenerife on a bowls holiday, apparently. I knew when you said he were watching it for free, he must have been a Yorkshireman. And she looks like she's put this down light. This will never pass the Jack. Wow.
Well, so the worst end of this semi-final. But Nicola won't mind that.
Yeah, a bit of a helicopter job that. But it don't matter.
Sometimes it looks so easy, doesn't it? You don't concentrate, you don't send them anywhere.
Yeah, those are the ends you really do need to concentrate on. I think our Yorkshire friend will be pleased to hear that the other game's going well for him. Alicia's finding a rich vein of form.
Nicola, we've got a better lead this time. Gooden coming in here. Yeah, great shot that.
Not bad at all.
And it's Alicia Ormsby 11, Sarah 5.
Well, Melisa, can you stop? If you stop, you win. What a
Falls.
good ball. That is a great ball over the distance.
Just waiting for the referee to confirm that it's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, got in.
Well, Nicola's played it, but she's tight. Mild tight. She's only just over a length. It was never going to hold that line.
Melisa just needs to make sure she don't promote the jack.
Oh, she's coming it on the finger peg, which is a little bit safer. Hopefully she wants it just to swing at the death. She's trying. She's trying as hard as it can, but it never get back now. Fall away. Good end of ball.
She almost turned Nicola's in as well.
It's been a real tactical battle, this, Mel, and a lot of thinking going on where to go.
Yeah, they're not rushing about quite as per Callum yesterday.
No, I don't think you could get any more different, to be honest. Melisa Herbert and Callum Wraight. I can't think of two more opposites, to be honest with you. And a short finger peg mark towards the north stand.
Darren, their cameraman, dashing along
Yeah,
the path again. I thought it was Usain Bolt for a minute when I saw him go past.
He's a slightly shorter, faster, whiter version
Yeah.
than Usain Bolt, of course, but does a similar job. Doing a brilliant job. I think he could be the next internet sensation.
Oh yeah.
Now, Melisa, don't be short. You're not in reach. And she's short.
Oh, she's gone off for another water break.
Are you allowed to take bottles on the green, Mel? Is there any specific rule in the book about...
No, I'm not sure. I don't think so. There's been a bit of clapping in the background. Another good ball by Alicia Ormsby. Now leads 13-5.
Maybe you could have one of them hats with that hold the cans and the straws, and
Yeah,
you'd
that's
be
right.
all
Yeah.
right with that, wouldn't you? Maybe I might invent one. A bowling hat.
Sure, we can get a sponsor.
Got me thinking now, Mel.
On to Nicola. We're going to be going into overtime today, Andrew.
I am getting overtime payments, aren't I?
Yeah, you are. Yeah.
Good.
An extra Viennese whirl, whatever they're called.
I've only got 2.5 left now. Might have to call at McDonald's on the way home.
Darren O'Cameron's now kneeling on the green. Someone needs to tell him Mecca's in the other direction. Yeah, it's been a bit unfair. People, the viewers, think Darren is the only cameraman.
Yeah. There are other cameramen
Yeah,
available.
Christian and George up there. Not quite as mobile or nippy.
Nicola. Looking better with this. Better with this. Good ball all day, this. Real good ball. Now then.
Not sure what Molly's there. Would you be better going at it to the boys?
Well, I don't think she can win the end finger peg. I don't think it's possible. I think she'd have had to come at it thumb to win the end, but what do I know? Big chance. Hard lines, good effort.
Saved.
Yeah, ended up a good ball saving. Didn't look easy that way in. We'll see where the next area of the green is we're going to go to. They've nearly covered every blade of grass on here, Mel, this game.
Yeah, not being down this other corner. Yep, heading from Waterloo corner, heading down towards Blackpool Tower somewhere.
Well, looks an awful long way, that's all I can say on the matter. Can't see it from the commentary position, going to have to rely on the monitor. Come out nice, road's good. Needs to run a bit though. Going to finish a couple of yards short.
Two more tweeting here. Mike Garrity has joined us. Just tuning in to see two of his favourite lady players on the green in the semis.
Not a lot I can say about that, Mel.
Although Lynn's disappointed up there because
Yeah,
she said she thought that she was one of Mike's favourites.
It's
but
okay, Lynn.
clearly not.
You're one of my favourites. Just see Nicola's delivery here. High leg kick up at the back. Very David Bryant-esque, but without the pipe, obviously.
Well, good in coming in.
Well, still a good yard off, bit of room. But it's a long, long way. Watch Meliza's delivery, nice and easy. Quite economical. Doesn't look to have put as much effort into the delivery of the ball, but there's a lot more arm power gone into that one. Nicola tends to use a lot of her body. Stuck it out wide. Not looking at it. It's clung on to the edge of the green, but hard to just say how far over this way it is. One down. Stuck in. Well, very fortunate really. Another inch and she was off the green. Only stayed on because it was too wide. If it'd been on the road, it would have probably gone off.
Yep. Melissa having to think where to go.
Just over the crown towards the east stand. Quite a short mark.
This is not short.
No. Thinking me and you might get one in there, Mel.
You've been asked a question, what bowls are these ladies playing with?
I can tell you.
Can you?
Nicola's playing with some Thomas Taylor Deluxe, £2 9 ounce. And Meliza, being a Drake's Pride lady, she's playing at £2 10 ounce, Drake's specials. So Lyons is playing with a slightly bigger ball.
Good correction. Not sure if she's won it.
He's got a good chance. Joan Wrigley's gone on, having a look. Oh, she likes the back ball of Nicola's.
Yeah. There's Nicola's daughter. The dog's taking her for a walk. There she goes, Darcy.
I just fancy a hot dog, Mel. Is anyone selling them?
We're going to see if they got a bun. That one's walked in. All square again.
Yeah, good game this, Mel. What a good bowling.
And Sarah Hayes coming back a little bit now. Alicia Ormsby 13, Sarah Hay 10.
Very tactical battle, this game. Both of these ladies are thinking about it before they send the jack.
Mike Gerrich is trying to correct his tweet now. There's Lynn's
It's too late.
Lynn's here in tears up here. He said
Poor
just,
Lynn,
he
there,
said just
there.
he said that they're two of my favourites. Lynn is my actual favourite as well.
Yeah. He's a smoothie, isn't he?
You also added, and Andy Cairns, you know what I think of you. I'm not quite mean,
Yeah.
know what he means by
Yeah.
that.
Funnily enough, I know what I think of him and all. I think I've gone down in his estimations after the other night, to be honest. Oh well. All's fair in love and bowls, as you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, good bowls, Nicola. Now then.
So if anybody else wants to tweet us, we had quite a few tweets today. You know what it is. There it is, at Live Bowls.
Oh, Malay's a big effort here. No gap.
She found one. One more.
Very unfortunate.
Edged in front, Nicola.
Didn't look like there was a gap there.
It's Ormsby 13, Hay 11.
That's a thriller in Manila, that one. A bit of a turnaround. Nicola just showing Malaysia the jack, show what peg she's going. Pushed it a little bit further than the last time Malaysia sent the jack over there. Got to make sure she's corrected and reached. She hasn't. 2 yards short. Needs a miss.
Oh. All that room. Just need to give it a little bit of width. Another good shot of there. See the bias taking effect now.
Overcorrected again. It's been a common theme today, the bowling. Just seems difficult to put a yard in, take a yard out.
This is well inside of Nicola's line, as you can see there from the camera shot.
Win it on a length, will it?
It's fell the right way, but from the picture on the screen, I think he may have gone out.
Oh, she's having a good look at him, isn't it?
Looks two from there. We haven't got an overhead shot, although Glog have bought a drone, I believe, which we could be using next year. I'm not sure how Darren would operate a drone. Do you think he'd be all right with one of them?
Will it take his weight?
Eh?
Will it take his weight hanging off the bottom of it? Are you sure they're meant to drone us in a flying thing, or the sound we make when we're talking?
Now the flying thing
Right.
over the top, I think we should be using that. For ends like this, we need the drone.
Yes, I agree. With some concentric circles on it, so we can see how.
Is Darren proposing then to Melissa, was it? That shot there? Yeah. Will you marry me, Melissa?
Yeah, she's not paying him much attention.
No.
What's he filming though? What is he taking a shot of? That's what I want to know.
Yeah.
There we go.
No,
That's why he stood there. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's not daft, you know. He's not daft. He might look it, but he's not.
We may all be invited to a wedding, you know.
They're measuring all the balls 3 times.
They're dancing around. Is that some of that Ciroc dancing we had earlier?
Let's not go there.
There's too much joviality going on in this. It's a serious game.
Well, it might be, but always nice to laugh, Mel. I get up in the morning, have a laugh, get it out the way for the rest of the day. Don't have to worry about it then.
We've got Alexis Lundgad tweeting us now. And we all hope that you're recovering, Alexis. You'd have been here today. She's tipping an Herbert and Ormsby final. It'd be great to see my club and my county teammates battling out in the final.
Well, at the moment, she may be disappointed.
Yep.
Sarah Hayes right back in the game, and Nicola's just in front in this one.
Yep. Currently, it's Alicia Ormsby 14, Sarah Hay 13.
Well, a poor lead from Nicola, 2 yards short. Meliza's just beat it, but she's still a yard off. This needs to run inside that ball, and it's a good one. Passed it on the outside. Still a good ball.
I'm not sure Melissa can get at that. Might need to turn the peg, come on, your finger.
Well, it's more or less straight at it, the other peg. Well, can it miss? Yes, it's inside now. Hold the line, it stops in. Just stuck in on the tight side. Good ball.
Yeah, good turnover. Not easy, having to find your own way in.
Of course, she'll have had knowledge of this green over the years. She's won many games on it. I'm sure she'll have logged that away in the memory bank.
She's not rushing herself, Melissa. And a good thing.
Cutting the green in half. Thumb peg towards the cop area. Quite a push, very easy to be short. Coming out of that corner to this part of the green. There you go. Short and tight. Steve Davis ball.
I think Mr. Garrett is really trying to get round Lynn now.
Is there a marriage proposal?
Yeah, he's just saying if you ever want a decent part, to let him know. Mike, you couldn't afford her. Simple as that. Cost me a fortune.
Who's going to be the decent partner?
What's all this about? Andy saying he was battered. What's all this? You haven't told us the full story on that.
Well, you don't like me blowing my own trumpet when I come and tell you I've won a game. You make some derogatory comment to me, so I don't. I shut up normally.
I'm delighted that you took all season to win a game, but what was it?
Metro 6-man team. One of the early rounds, which it's a league format. Lloyd's A playing Sale Excelsior A, so you can imagine no love lost there. The boy Cairns drew Mr. Garrity and dispatched him with a plum. I think it was the left him on in the 9 hole, something like that. Should have been about 6 really, but I fell asleep.
Good too, Nicola. Just got a little 4-shot gap now.
I think we're on track to play again at some stage. I think we're both going to qualify, so he may get his revenge.
It's Ormsby 15, Hay 13. Nicola's hanging on it.
Well, a lot of thinking going on in this game. A lot of tactical awareness from both of them. Trying to find the weaknesses, trying to play to the strengths.
Nicola Bolton 16, Lyons 12, Alicia Ormsby 17.
Decent length, just not on the road. Oh, lovely. Early evening sunshine, Mel.
Yeah,
stuck in here.
Shadows starting to come across.
See the leg flick. Well, Nicola, can you run? Can you get there? Yeah, got another. And not just on the road. Down and away. On its way now. Needs to run a little bit. Run a little bit further. Can't get.
2 more. Yep. I think it looks it. Melissa's going off for a drinks break.
Jimmy Darby does that a lot, you know. Bit of a tactic.
And the other game is Alicia Ormsby 17 and Sarah Hay 15. It's turned into a good game. Alicia, I think, was 13-8 in front at one point.
Yeah, she had a good start. I think she might have been 5 or 6-0 up, you know. We're obviously concentrating on the other game. Nicola decided she's going over to the east stand. In the sunshine. That's where all the crowd are sat now, enjoying this lovely weather that we're having for this time of year. It's left it a yard short again. Left Melisa some room. Has she taken advantage? Not really. Gone a bit too far. Shouldn't be near enough to win any of these ends, really. Now then, Nicola. Definitely further. Definitely further. Better road. Well, not a bad ball, really. I'll have it and lick it. Well,
this is not short.
Needs a connection.
Got one.
Did it knock that jack far enough? I'm not sure. I think Nicola's still in.
Yeah.
Back into the corner, northwest corner of the green. Not as deep as she has been going.
Leslie Smith, winner back in 2001 of this competition on Twitter. It's been a long day, concentration with a key in the final. So he did lose after tight semi-finals, and they're both tight semi-finals at the moment.
Yeah, it's very good comment that from Leslie. And I think me and you are going to have to keep our concentration as well. It's felt a very long day today. Have you reached, Nicola? Have you put the pressure on? You've not done. You've missed the opportunity to lie game. Melisa would have been in a whole heap of trouble. Instead it's only one. A bit of room to draw. And that's what she's trying to do. She's trying to draw the shot. Not attack the head. Big effort. Just gone out. Should have connected with a jack. Should have made a double. And the other game. Sarah Hayes 17. Alicia Ormsby 18.
Come right back in the game, Sarah.
Yeah. And to be fair, Alicia's not been playing any worse. Sarah's just started playing that little bit better again, like she did in the first 3 games. Now, you just got to be careful, because the other game is playing across where Nicola wants to send the jack. So she's just waiting. Waiting to see how far she needs to send it. Probably jack up anyway. Yeah, block up.
No, Nicola's delivered.
No,
Yeah,
she'll
it's
be
gotta
in
go
it back. Got to go back. She already shouted. Yeah.
Yeah. Pat Conchi there, the referee.
Yeah, she might just wait for the end of this other end in the other game. And off we go. Come out nice. He's not kicked a leg up that time. Kept the foot on the mat. Is that a good sign or a bad sign? Lead's not bad. Touches it. Needed to pick it up. It would have been a real one.
Yeah, just gone a yard. Room for Melissa.
Looking good. Looking good. Yeah, won it all week. Now then, Nicola. Can you rectify this situation? Don't be short. Whatever you do, don't be short. She's hung it out. High, wide and not very handsome. Big chance for two.
She reached. Struggling.
Yeah.
Not got there.
Not got one. As they say in certain parts of Yorkshire, mend your shoes. Needed to get another one there, get her in the game again. It's going to take a long time to get back in it in singles. Lyons are going straight across the green. Thumb peg. She's nearly sent the jack off.
And the other game, Ormsby 19, Hay 19.
The jack's finished in one of those little trolleys, so if she can get the ball in it, she'll have a real one. Needs to run a little bit. Just not got in that little trolley. Can see it on that picture, the dark green. Well, Nicola, you need to run. You need to run. The further you run, the better. Not got there.
Oh, she needs a better one. You can see there from the picture, probably 4 feet short.
Well, the road's good. Road's good. If she hits her own, it makes it a real one. There you go. Not so bad now. Still room. Nicola needs a yard in. Oh, she's further. Can she get by that ball? Can she get by? Yes!
Oh, what a good ball that is to win the match. (21-13) victory for Nicola Bolton.
Yeah, she played well there. Good quality game that.
And the other game is coming to a finish as well, because Elisa Ormsby, from a 13-8 lead, has lost 21-19 to Sarah Hay. Sarah has come from nowhere to win that match.
Yeah, poor finish to that game. Alicia was short with both balls, but she's played very well up to that point. She'll be very proud of herself and what she's achieved today. Played well. She's got a round of applause from her fans over in that stand.
Well, you know, just going beyond that as well, I mean, for a few years the place has been in doubt. Yeah, we've got to give credit to Jimmy Parker as well. I mean, he kept this going for 12 or 13 years. I think he was probably the first bowls manager here in the history who wasn't employed by a company, as we've seen Greenhalgh and so on, and he kept it going. And obviously Marcus took it over, and with the help from the new leaseholders, the future's looking quite bright for the first time for some few years.
Yeah, that's right. Jimmy, you know, he does deserve a lot of credit for for where we are. I think if it hadn't been for Jimmy, we would have been in a lot worse position, but Mark's continued the good work, built on the foundations left by Jimmy, and onwards and upwards.
Yep. Okay, so we're going on with the final. Sarah Hay started well, 2 good bowls there. She's played really well. Both of these ladies have, but Sarah dominated the first 3 rounds and then came back, showed some real guts, real fighting spirit to come back against Alicia. So we're in for what should be a good game. Yeah,
that's right. Sarah just had a blip in the start of a game with Alicia. Nobody can go through a 5-game event, you know, playing at the top of your game all the time and winning comfortable. So she was bound to have a blip at some point, but to battle back like she did, great spirit. She keeps up the form that she's had all day. Nicola's going to have to raise a game a little bit to keep with her, but it has got the makings of a good final.
I've actually been tweeted some odds for the final, would you believe?
Okay.
Right, so we've got here 45A and 10 to 11 Bolton. That makes sense. That's what I've got.
Who sent you them?
I'm not telling you. My offline bookmaker.
I think I'd have had
A good ball coming in here.
I'd have had a slightly stronger favour than that.
Probably based on Nicola's probably experience and her CV.
Oh. Nicola's in. Got to be careful though. Doesn't want to be promoting any bowls. Oh, my beloved's bringing me another cup of tea, Mel. No more Viennese whirls though.
No, Nicola's not got up for another, but she's on the card. 1-2.
Yeah, 1 on the jack. Got quite a bit of danger there, really. If she'd have hit anything, it could have all gone pear-shaped. So, safety first.
Got another question for you, Andrew.
Okay.
Got a message here saying, guys, do you feel any more pressure commentating for Glog gig than you did for ITV4? Over to you.
It's a bit different. Globe gig, you know, the streaming over the internet, it's a little bit more relaxed. We've got a bit more reign to talk about things that aren't generally about the game or whatever. It's a bit more chatty. It's a lot more fun. Let's put it that way. It was enjoyable working on the ITV4 production. We were governed by things we could and couldn't say and how they wanted us to commentate. So I find this a lot more relaxing, a lot easier, a lot less stressful.
Yeah,
and of course
I tend to agree. Yeah,
get to work with you as well, Mel, which is nice.
It's a pleasure.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's right. I agree with what you said, Andrew. A lot of people have spoke to me about it, and all I can say is that we were restricted in some ways. We were told things we can and cannot do. I think you had a list more of can't do's than can do's, didn't you, Andrew?
Four sheets of A4, I think it was.
We weren't allowed to describe things, certain phrases we may use for Crown Green, and obviously at the same time we must remember that a lot of the viewers were not Crown Green players. People were trying to encourage into the game, so we did our best, and hopefully we'll be doing the same again next year, Andy.
Hope so. I'd rather be playing in it and winning it, of course, but you know, let's not go silly now.
Yeah, and we both did withdraw from the competition to do the commentary side, which probably a lot of people don't realise, or well, we obviously don't know, but we did our best to try and promote the sport via terrestrial television.
What have you done with your share of the 50 grand?
Yeah, my share of the 50
Well,
grand. Yeah,
25
bed.
each.
It's under the bed, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's another thing where rumours spread around about payments of certain people improving me and Andy. Well, I tell you, we did it for the love of sport. I'm not sharing my 25 grand with you anymore.
No, I didn't think you would.
Oh, gone a long way now, is Nicola. Deep into the corner.
Yes, Sarah was short with both balls at the last end. Way short as well, so she... Oh, this is reach, Nicola. That's got to go off. Now then. Big chance. Well, see it arriving now. Needs to stop quick, or else that's going off too. Going, can't stop. One ball shootout. Oh, better ball. It's on the green at least. Couple of yards short.
No, it shouldn't count, should it?
Well, it's a long way. You're going, right in here, 60 yards. Can't run in the back of it, surely. Can't run in the back of it, surely. Oh! Good as a toucher, Mel.
Nicola, who represents Mid Cheshire in the county. Sarah represents Wales, but I do think that Nicola actually played for Wales for some time.
Yeah, she did indeed. She's a double Welsh merit winner. So that's something they have in common. Maybe they know each other's games fairly well then.
Oh, 3 across. This time yesterday, I think we'd nearly finished, hadn't we, the men's?
Yeah, we had a 5:30. I think it was all over. I was just contemplating my aperitif before evening meal. Could be a late one, Mel. I think there's a long way to go in this game yet. I'm glad you paid me by the hour today.
Yeah, extra 10p will come in handy for you, Anne.
It will.
I've also been asked, thanks for your response, Andy, and myself on the ITV thing, but I've also been asked if ITV are monitoring this production. Well, I can tell you that ITV producers, prior to the contract, had looked at all the Glog gig productions. They've been very impressed with them, as had Rishi Prasad and David Corkle. We had lots of conversations with them before the event. Rishi in particular, who'd never seen Crown, and I think he watched everything, the All England, last year's Waterloo, and both of those guys, fair to say, are real Crown Green enthusiasts now.
Yeah, they both seemed really enthusiastic about it all. Rishi was, like you say, never involved in Crown Green bowls, and he loved it. You could tell that he was enjoying himself. He was enjoying watching the bowling as well. Paul Booth, who came yesterday, he was the same. I think he's a convert now.
Sure is. He popped in to see us yesterday. Our MC.
Yeah.
I've been invited as a guest at Potters as well next year, Andrew. Did I slip that in? And Lynn.
Yeah. By the way, Andy, we're going to invite you as well, aren't we? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, thanks for that.
You'll be at school.
Do you know? You get where water can't, Mel.
It's this medal on my chest, the Andrews, doesn't it?
Yeah, MBA. I know what it stands for now. First word's massive,
We can't. We can't.
and I can't use the second
No.
two.
Yeah, ITV stopped that one as well.
It
didn't
did. Yeah, that was on my list. Oh,
Well, Sarah's got a good length there, just gone out.
yeah. Lost for words, Mel. Lynn's just whispered something in me. I really don't want to think about it anymore. So, you're going to Potters, you're going to Cyprus. Anywhere else you're going without me, Mel?
Cyprus twice. Portugal a week on Friday. Invited into a challenge bowls match in Portugal on Sunday the 11th of October, I believe it is, at Balaya Golf and Leisure Place or something. Yeah.
Do you know, it's hard being a celebrity.
Forgot, well, Steve Davis is joining us in Cyprus as well. Pretty well everybody in this commentary box is going to Cyprus.
4 across, good game so far.
I reckon it's going to be a bad winter as well over here.
Not a bad lead, just a yard short. Thumb peg towards our commentary box position. Good job one of us is a professional up here, Mel. Now then, Nicola, can you run? Can't get. Yeah. Sarah's in. Good chance of 2.
We should give it enough width. Just need the pace.
Alright, needs to run. Trickle. May have got one. Has got one. Yeah, good 2. Cheap 2.
Good to see that a fair crowd stopped till the end of the day. And it's obviously it's not nice weather over in the East Stand. Bathed in sunshine still.
Yeah, no doubt it'll be like that in Cyprus and Portugal, won't it?
It'll be a bit warmer than
Yeah,
that.
be a bit warmer than that though, won't it? Yeah. Meanwhile, I'll be doing winter bowling out Griffin Inn in Huddersfield. Yeah.
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 I've got my red mankini packed ready for Portugal.
Yeah, good lead, Sarah. I'm watching you. Now then, are you there? Can't win it short. Nice, good yard short. Now then, Sarah, get another just past the jack, in perfect position then. Yeah, definitely reaching. Gonna be a good spot this, get past it. Oh, made a target.
Oh, she's not going to be short, is she, Nicola?
Well, you'd hope not. But of course the ladies do play the game a little bit different to what we saw yesterday. Callum would have been striking and Nicola's playing too as well. Right shot. Gone for it. Looks tight. Looks tight. She got anything? Ooh. No.
2 more. I think we were saying earlier, didn't we, Sarah's had 3 real quick games, played really well, and needed probably the tight one. She just got over.
Yeah, she probably did, to be fair. It's just to keep you on form, keep your mind focused on what you're trying to achieve. As long as you win, doesn't really matter if they're quick games, long games. Certainly played well to get to this stage, I know that. She's been very impressive today.
Decent ball coming in, just the length.
Of course, she was impressive in the ladies' Waterloo. Did she lose out in the semi-final?
Yeah, she missed.
Williams.
Yeah, missed out in a chance again onto TV. Of course, her father, Des, is a good player for a long time.
Missed a chance there to make another. Now then, Nicola, you're further. Are you too far?
Needs a connection. Got one.
Needed it. Well, she needed that, Mel.
Yep. Certainly have gone out with a miss.
Cobbled that jack out. Not going a long way.
Been told he said, love listening to you two. Bowles answer to the two Ronnies.
Not so sure about that.
She's not sure.
Not as far over as Nicola's. Hasn't. It was a poor lead, really. She needed to be short of the jack, making Sarah reach up. Gonna gap. It's gonna gap. Gone out. So it made another. Got there, yes. Good two. Cheap two. They're the things that win you and lose your games.
And nearly all the greens now in shadow, Andrew. 20-6 at night. They'll be sort of slowing down a little bit.
Yeah, it's a funny green. It tends to slow down in around 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then it goes slower again. About 8 o'clock, something like that. But they've probably played through the first reduction in speed. But it will be a yard or so heavier now. Good lead from Sarah.
Can this run?
No. Well, needs to miss that ball. Miss that ball and it's a good one. Not too shabby there. Played up, played with pace. Not as much pace as maybe could have played, and it's. Oh, I think she might have been lucky, you know.
If it's gone with it, it's a good ball. Referee for the finals, Pat Conchie. Very good referee, good judge. Call for measures.
I think she's been
Nicola
unlucky.
puffing her cheeks out. Didn't seem overly confident there. Could be seen Sarah keeps that. Welsh Ladies Waterloo winner and the Welsh Champion of Champions here.
Yeah.
In the space of a week or so.
Yeah. Good players, them Welsh ladies, you know. Ah, she went with it, won the end. Good ball.
Big ball that. Big difference in the score line. From 12-5, 10-6. We've now been tweeted with the Chuckle Brothers.
Well, more like Chuckle, father and son, Mel, to be honest. There is at least one generation between us.
Yes, Dad.
Yeah.
Good ball.
Do you know, I'm going to raise a grievance procedure with somebody. It's not right. This is bullying. You can't get round me like that.
Good effort. Nice. Stopped in the way, that ball. This Nicola can just get underneath for another.
Yeah, it's a good guide, that. She just gets under it. It'll be a good ball. If she's far enough, it'll run fairly straight now. Just climbing a bit. Yeah, it's still a good guide. Just enough room for Sarah to get underneath. Yard of pace on her last. Got to have the pace. If it's climbing, she hasn't got it on. There you go. Needed to be further over, really, to hold that line.
7-10.
Just take the opportunity to tell you I'm running my four-man team competition. Starts tomorrow night at Gag Hills.
Yeah, so a few adverts.
So, yeah,
one or two teams, have they dropped out or a couple of
yeah,
vacancies?
unfortunately 2 teams had to drop out on Wednesday, so if there's any teams wanting to enter a four-man team, get in touch with me Wednesday night on a beautiful bowling green in sunny Rosendale.
How many teams is in the competition?
There's only 16. Well, 14 because there's 2 not in it, but yeah. £400 first prize. It's not bad.
Okay.
2 nights out.
Carry on your PR. When's the finals?
Friday night, it's all played off in the 1 week. 2 singles and a pairs per match. All good stuff.
That's the format, is it?
That's the format. Open to anybody. Men, women, aliens, whoever. Some good teams already in it. I know there's a team from Blackpool there tomorrow night. Certain Simon Cowpe guesting for them.
Referee's indicated that Nicola's won.
Well, this can't reach. Nicola's still got 1.
Yeah, I think that's just a sign of the green just dying a little bit.
I know they were struggling early with the glare from the sun coming out of the other corner.
Good ball that Nicola played here. It certainly helped.
Yeah, changed the game a little bit.
12-5, she's now 8-10. So I'm sure these girls have probably played each other a number of times. And Sarah's been in this event 3 occasions. She's lost first round, second round and the quarter-finals. That's the furthest she's been in this. As you said previously, former winner.
Oh, she's gone in the corner. Push this ball way tight. Would have been a yard or so short on the road. This ball didn't come out very nice. It's still going. Still going. Absolutely battered on a road, this. What a good ball. Good job she didn't get it out so clean. Nicola's give this an awful lot more to do. Won't peg up all that. Try, but it can't do it. Now then, Sarah. She got it away the same. She's on a decent road again. All on your pace now. Stop any time.
It's gone a long way.
Yeah, gone out. Big chance missed. Yeah, 11-8. Halfway home.
Yeah, back to the length she fancies. So the length played her well all day. We're going probably 30-35 yards.
Yeah, something in that region. Right-hander's finger peg mark. Easy to be short to this part of the green. Coming out of that corner, it's a little bit uphill. Just 2 foot short. Is there a rave going on next door, Mel?
Yeah, it's a local radio station, the building next door.
Super.
They've kicked off.
Is it music they're playing? I can't just tell.
I think it needs retuning.
You'd think they'd put a bit of Doris Day on or something like that, just Sunday afternoon.
Yeah, something from your era, yeah.
I was thinking for you, Mel, to be honest. They didn't have records and CDs back then. It was all gramophones, wasn't it? Wax cylinders and the like.
And the little Jack Russell, that one, was it?
His master's voice. Well, can't lose this, can it? Perfect length, decent road, wins it all week. (9-11). Well, crowd are on the edge of their seats.
She's having a look at the other side. Surely it's only one, yeah.
Nicola mulling over where to go. Doesn't want to make a mistake.
Yeah, I think that's something I've noticed comparing today with yesterday. Most of the ladies seem to take a long time deciding where they want to set the mark. And guys just seem to get on with it a lot quicker, don't they?
Yeah, I don't know if it's whether they've got a game plan worked out before the game or not. I honestly don't know. I just think sometimes you get in a zone and you want to play at a certain speed. I know I've been accused over the years of thinking too much about it, and if I just get on with it, I might be a better player. But you've got to be comfortable where you're going. I think sometimes a lot of bowlers, especially some of the young lads, play too quick and don't think about what they're doing. They rush the second balls. I don't think it's a bad thing in a final, taking your time.
That's correct. Better here. Just inside. Still room for one.
There is. Going nice. Might need to stop. Needs a hit. goes out, you know. You just finish there. Relatively cheap single.
Yep. All square. No, 11-10, sorry. 10-11.
Fancy you not being able to count, Mel. All that practice you get counting your money.
I'm only an auditor.
Retired.
No, I'm still doing a bit.
Oh, I thought you might be, yeah. Just top up your pension, yeah. Tell you. But your free TV licence and your free bus pass. I don't know. Well, Sarah, are you there? Can you run? Just giving up.
Yep, Nicola's just checking with Pat Conchi. Who confirms it's given up.
Well, wider. Too wide.
Too much pacey as well. I mean, real need to be as heavy as that. This one's not short either.
Well, she can afford to reach. She needs a hit though. Onto that.
Now then.
She's not made two off that, surely. I think she's in certain with one.
Measurers are coming into action.
I know one of them's Evelyn. I don't know the other lady.
I'm sure Lynn knows who it is. She knows all these lady referees.
Lillian Morris. New name to me.
No, her husband Ray does a lot of it. Been on the mic.
Ray, yes, I know Ray. Yeah.
Another stalwarter at the Waterloo.
Oh, the banged heads. Oh, you wear a visor that big, you're going to bang heads with somebody, aren't you, to be fair?
I think there's some head banging going on next door.
She's
as
made
well,
two. Well, we definitely head bang. I'm getting a headache. I thought it was an hangover, but it's not. It's that music. Well, music. Listening to this sounds like a punishment to me. I don't know about anything else.
Well, just a good connection there as Sarah's.
It's slightly fortunate, but she gave it a chance.
Yeah.
That's what we were saying earlier in the day. A lot of ladies would have just tried to play a side toucher or something like that.
Yeah.
Sarah gave it a chance. She had 3 chances to count the end, and she was a tad fortunate, but fortune favours the brave sometimes.
You can see the shot they're playing there, right into the sun. Andrew.
Yeah. Nicola's got a cap on and she still needs to hold her hand up to shield her eyes.
It's a good shot there from Darren there with his camera behind the end in the sun. Yeah, then Nicola. Looks pacey.
Yeah. All downhill there after the jack.
Yeah, they'll still pull up quick.
Armpit job though.
Yeah, 2. Are we heading for a 21-20?
I think we might be, Mel. It's looking like it. I mean, might as well go to 20 apiece. We're here now.
Yeah.
They've all paid £5 to get in today. Certain South Yorkshire county bowler said to me, he was in bits, he said, I can't believe I've paid £5 to watch pudding burners. Which I thought was very harsh. I think it's worth every penny. And you certainly get value for money. At 10 o'clock this morning they started.
You was clean shaven when you come here this morning, Andrew.
Good lead though. Good lead. That's the sort of bowling we've been seeing in the latter part of this tournament. Good position. Gives her options with the next ball. I'm sure this will be somewhere near the jack.
Oh, it's made another.
Doesn't want to be right up to it.
Or to get past.
Well, might be tempted to reach through at those. Connection on anything's good. What she thinks she's trying to play a dead-un, is she? Trying to play a dead-un. Well, that's a good save or whatever.
Yeah. I think she'll be satisfied with that.
Yeah. Sometimes you've got to accept you're going to be one down. Mel would have been playing 38 yards over at those two.
I think you might have done as well.
I'd have been playing ditch weight. It's wearing off, Mr. Corkill. He's wearing off on me.
Another good lead.
Yeah, she's come right into form now. Putting the pressure on Sarah.
What about this one?
Watching it. Oh, hard lines. Big effort, going for two. Well, good bowls.
Is this going to be another ditch weight?
I think the shot's a yard or so over. Just try and run the jack through. You can get tight, get lucky onto the side bowl, take both of them out. Two. Everything for reaching. Everything for reaching. Don't get wide. Don't get wide. And there you go. Not really far enough through for me. Only just over a weight, a draw weight.
Well, look, I'm not sure what the referee instructions she gave to Sarah. He's taken one out. I think Glog should have the referees wired up like ITV4. Let's know what's going on.
Yeah, I think that's a good idea. It would have been nice to have had the players wired up yesterday. I'd have loved to have heard the conversation between Gary Ellis and Callum Wraight in the middle of the green.
Yeah, yeah, it'd be very nice.
I can imagine how it went, but
it was how you going on, Callum?
Yeah. Yeah. Please continue to dance in front of me as I'm sending my ball, please. They parted friends eventually.
I think Callum, to be fair, I don't think he realises anybody's on the green with him. He's just so much in the zone, isn't he, Andrew?
He is. I said it several times yesterday. I hate being on the green at the same time as him. Wherever you go, he's in your way. just needs to stop. Not so bad. Now Nicola, just pass your own. 2-footer running. 2-footer running. Miss your own. Have you knocked it in? I think yeah. Ooh. Not sure. Not sure. I'm not sure what she's signalled there.
She's got to get past them as well.
And there's room out. Well, there's room wide if you're a length. I think she's changed over. Coming at the thumb peg. She's roaded, but has she reached? Has she reached?
Oh,
No.
Die quick. All the green now is in shadow as well, Andrew.
She had a good road there.
Could be another measure.
Well, they might as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While this measure's going on, just like to read this that we've had come through. It says, "Afternoon, boys. Thoroughly enjoying the bowling today. Can you give a get well soon to Dave Sumner from Southport, watching at home, recovering from an heart attack last week. This weekend we've kept Dave well entertained. So thank you, lads. Thank you very much, and we laugh with your commentary. So get well soon, Dave."
Sarah was in. Looked deceptive on that screen. Looks a lot closer measure than that. There was at least 3 inch in it. 14 across. Who wins this jolly game?
21-20.
Do you know, Mel, I always fancied a ponytail. Yeah.
Why not?
Well, I've no hair now, that's why not. I always wondered what I'd
You
look
know,
like.
it's one of these stick-on wigs or something.
I think I'd have suited one. Got that out nice. You can see Sarah's ball there, short. This one's going to be through. Now then, Sarah, you've put this a lot wider. Needs to peg its head off. Peg its head off and fall over. Surely too much room for Nicola. She won't leave this, surely. Oh, cantering in. Cantered up to the jack. Good ball.
Taking it in turn scoring. What time does it go dark?
In about an hour, I think. 1 minute past 6.
I think you're likely to see next year as well. Floodlights are at the Waterloo 100.
Floodlights, yeah, that's a good idea.
It's on the cards. I believe there are some floodlights here somewhere, waiting to be erected.
Is Mr. Waters doing that job?
He could well be involved, yeah.
Yeah, so he's another one that gets where water can't, by the way. No, I thought this place has been crying out for lights for years. Just a case of where you're going to position them, I suppose, and if you can get the light to the middle of the green. It is a big area to light up. Well, Nicola, have you sent it? It's on a better road than Jack. Have you sent it? You have. Good ball. Really good ball. Not a lot on for her, you. 2 down. Got to play the save. That's your first goal. Save the end. Save the 2. This looks tight to me, Mel. It's another Steve Davis ball,
it's not
short
there.
and tight.
Two.
Now then.
Talking about Dave Waters, Andrew, a few weeks ago before the TV, I was asked to get a group of players here to do some opening scenes, as you saw, for ITV4. And TV come along and said, can I introduce the players who've arrived to the production team? So I went along the line. Gary Ellis, 5-time Waterloo champion. Greg Smith, former All England champion, you know it's coming there. Simon Cope, double Waterloo winner. And Dave Waters had just repaired the lights in the toilet. And he fell apart, Dave did. He called me all sorts of names under the sun.
I wish I'd have been there for that, Mel, but
you'd have cracked up, yeah.
some of us were working.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm sure there's only me in Crown Green Balls that actually works.
I couldn't resist it.
No. Well, Sarah's just lost her length a little bit. Nicola's put the pressure on. Two good balls there. I don't know how much of the jacks you can see, but she'll have to come at it finger peg.
Well, this is a big bowl. Nicola counts these. She's on a finish.
Well, needs to bend. Bend your back. Can't do. Gone out. Well, that's a nice little 5 break in 3 ends. It's to 19. Once again, your predictions fallen to bits. 21-20 job.
Not finished yet, Andrew.
Clueless. Absolutely clueless.
Another half an hour to go, yep.
Nicola she can smell victory. She can see the winning line. The Frodsham Red Lion player wants to plant one on the jack here. Not going to finish so bad, just a little bit short. Not bad. A little bit of room for Sarah. The lens just deserted her these last few ends. Oh.
And a look as well.
Yes.
Yeah, good shot at the end there.
Now then. Going nice. Might be going too nice. Don't open it up. Now, has it stopped in?
Sarah's just checking.
It's a bad ball if she hasn't. Well, change peg again, thumb peg. Not there, I don't think. Can't get there.
21 ball away from becoming the British Crown Green Ladies Champion of Champions for the second time. Winner some 10 years ago. That was 2007, 8 years ago, sorry.
You struggle with this counting, like, don't you?
No, I was just looking at the list there. I thought it was 2005. Ah, she's won it twice, yeah. 2005 and 2007.
Oh, you're a clown.
She was Nicola Dolby, see.
Dolby,
Confusing.
yeah, you're
That's
confusing.
It.
Third
Yeah.
time you
Yeah.
know, I'll leave you to do one
Confused.
job.
Yeah.
Well, 2 foot past. Shouldn't be good enough. Good ball, this. Yeah, she needed that. Now then, Nicola. Come out nice. Road looks decent. All on your length. If it's a length, it wins it. What a good ball this is. Great ball.
Oh, can't Sarah get out now? I think she's going to have to turn a peg, which she has done. Coming at his finger.
Hanging. It's hanging. Oh,
It's gone.
Just missed.
There we have it. Nicola Bolton, winner of the British Crown Green Ladies Champion of Champions, sponsored by Osprey. Your summary of events, Andrew?
Well, at the end of a long day, I think we've got a well-deserved winner. Sarah just dipped in the final of form, not as good as it has been, but Nicola, she upped her game, she raised her game to a new level, played very well in the final to break away from 14 across. Well-deserved winner, came through a tough half really, struggled in a few of the games, scrambled out, but that's all you need to do. Couple of 18s and a 20 win, done enough to win the event. Well-deserved winner.
First round she came in 21-18, and the last end you may not remember, but Elaine Moore actually knocked her in for game.
Yes, I remember that, yes.
Then edged out Lindsay Gorman 21-20. A battle with Ronnie Lyons 21-18. She really worked hard for it. There she gets a hug off husband Mike. Mum and her dad there as well. Hugs all round. They'll be hugging that red litter bin next. Well, I've got to say it's been a good day, a long day, but a lot of the crowd stayed behind. One of the better crowds I've seen for the Ladies Champion of Champions.
Yeah, quite a few drifted off after the first round finish, but there were several hundred here this morning, first thing. Good day, first round. I don't know, seemed a bit, the bowling seemed a little bit poor, but certainly improved as the day's gone on. Green's been beautiful. The green is absolutely immaculate, so things can only get better for next season.
And just doing the presentation now. John Jinks, Managing Director of Osprey. She'll be having a few photographs, and then the winner and the runner-up will be up here to have a chat with Lynn. Here comes Sarah. Played really well. Unlucky with the semi-final of the ladies Waterloo a couple of weeks ago. Now runner-up in this, but I'm sure the experience gained will serve her well, and we'll see her back here at the Waterloo. No doubt lifting a trophy in future. Up comes Nicola to collect her rewards. First prize of £400, which is a nice handy payout, Andrew.
Yeah, not a bad afternoon's work, that. Nearly as much as what we're getting, Mel. Apparently.
A few more photographs. There's a dad and there's Nicola on screen with John Jinks. Not sure that is in the background on the terrace.
That looks like my significant other half. Just thinking about what she's going to do when she wins it next year.
Yeah, in comes Alison Evans, the ladies president this year. Thoroughly enjoyed her year as president with Alison and done a very good job.